type. If that flame right, spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather. Women and the sticky green. No seat, please. Papa ain't soft. Dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost. Got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up. Mad cause I got my... And my forfeit, the game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the N-O-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali.
Afraid of what I made and played and plus a boogie bit, so say you fit the trick. Put that music in the monkey bit. Triggers from the good town, ill town. Some ass I with feels now. The deal is that we're real, so we still around. Don't land with a freestyle phantom. Ain't trying to be handsome. Drinking what you're thinking, cause I'm vamping. I live in top of hip hop. This is hip hop of the day. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop parade. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hip hop parade.
Shout and saying it. Oh, it's for other P, it's for people scratching the temple. The last P, well, that's not that. It's sort of like a well, another way to call a cat a kitten. It's 5 little letters that are missing, yeah. You get it on occasion if the other party isn't gaming. It seems I gotta start to explain it. Was it? You ever had a girl that met her on a nice hello? You get her name and number, then let feeling real mellow. You get home wait today, she's what you wanna know about. Do you call up and it's a girlfriend's or a cousin's house? It's not a front, a F to the R to the O to the N to the T. It's just a boyfriend's at a house. You get it? There's no room for relationships, it's just room to hit it. How many brothers out there know just what I'm getting at? Who think it's wrong cause I was splitting and co-hitting that? Well, if you do, that's OPP and you're not down with it. But if you don't, here's your membership. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every line's on me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. I won't get into that, I do it sort of properly. I say the last P, stands for property. Now lady, here comes a kiss, blow a kiss back to me. Now tell me exactly, have you ever known a brother who had another like a girl or wife? And you just had to stop a toast cause he looked just that nice. You looked at him, he looked at you and you knew right away. He had someone but he was gonna be yours anyway. You couldn't be seen with him at all and still you didn't care. Cause in a row behind the door, no one but y'all are there. When y'all are finished, y'all can leave it, only y'all would know. And y'all can throw that skeleton bone right in the closet door. Say OPP. I like to say with pride. Now when you do it well and make sure that it counts. You're now down with a discount. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every last lady. You're down with LPP.
Wednesday. Do you know what that means?
Oh, don't you know what that means?
No, please. Tell me. Please, tell me.
It means it's workout
Wednesday.
Let's work it out.
Wednesday.
Work out Wednesday.
Work it out.
Wednesday.
It's an early morning workout.
When is this happening?
And when is this happening?
Let's do it now.
Nope.
Nope.
Bring back the band.
Well, that's the bed.
All right. Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 20th, 2024. Welcome to it. We got this today, tomorrow, and Friday. And then we are off for Thanksgiving and then back the first week of December. I'm Andrew Z. Kelly Latz, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty. We got K2, the Baroness is here as well. Demetrius is on his way in. He's running a little late this morning. Today is National Botox Day. Are we celebrating?
Oh my gosh, we need to. I got to sleep in a bed last night.
Oh,
that's
how?
so exciting.
Yeah,
Because you've been sleeping on the floor with your dog. How'd you get into bed?
because Tim slept on the floor with the dog.
Aw.
So my face, I slept the best I could, but when you have that huge deep sleep and you wake up and I have lines all over my face from the pillow. I mean, there's 9 of them all over my face. If I could do Botox now, I would do it.
But it's worth having that sleep, though, right?
Oh my gosh, I went to bed at 9, which is pretty early for me also. And when my alarm went off, I was like, I didn't even get up once because generally I get up with the dog 3 times. So I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't want to get out of bed, but I did feel rested for the first time in a long time.
What about so the dog doesn't mind hanging out with Tim? He doesn't try to get up in the bed with you? You don't worry about that?
It's not her favorite, but she stood. We block the stairs. She usually gets full reign of the house, and she sat by the stairs looking up for a half an hour. And I said, okay, if it's an hour, I will come down. But then she finally gave in, went to go sleep in her usual with Tim.
Oh, good. Well, that's
It
good.
was perfect.
Oh, man.
But I do have lines all over my face. It's ridiculous.
That's okay. But at least you got a good night's. It's worth it, right? I'd take lines of a good night's sleep.
I know, but you're not a woman either. I kind of look a little.
Yeah.
I tried everything. Ice.
Oh, hold on. Demetrius is yelling something in the background. Is he not a woman? No, I'm not a woman, you ass. Hey, should you think we should retake your driver's test at age 50?
Oh my God, I wouldn't pass.
There's a new
Not 50. I would say maybe later,
like 60, 70, something like
Yeah.
that. But
No, 60s. 60 is a new 40. I think you should have to take it at 85.
80. But at some point, right, you should have to retake it.
Some point, yes.
Because Australia, they're talking about making it at 50, having to retake the test. And I was like, I don't think
so
we don't
young.
ever have to take the test here, right? Unless you do something wrong. I don't know.
If you don't pass the eye, I think that there's some tests you have to take, the eye test.
Yeah,
I almost didn't
That's
pass
easy.
that when I had my surgery.
So they're saying that. By the way, I am an expert driver. Dude, get on a mic, you motherfucker.
Stop saying ridiculous things that require me to have outrageous outbursts.
I am an amazing driver with I'm amazing knee driver.
Oh my gosh, you're the worst.
I could drive for 30 minutes with just my knee.
Oh my
and I am an look, it's don't you think that's better than if I'm looking at my phone? Because if I'm eating, I can put my knee right up to my and I am an amazing driver.
Because you
and I
eat
keep
that
my-
much in the car.
when
Are
I
you
keep-
kidding me?
Yes, and I keep my eyes on the road.
Okay, Andrew, first of all, there's so many issues here.
What?
Are you one of those people ex-smokers, it's so hard to get in the car and not smoke because that's what you always do? Is it so you get in the car and you want to eat because that's what you are you eating in the car all the time that you're now an expert knee
I've been
driver?
I've been an expert knee driver my whole life. I've just been great. I've been amazing at it. I can just do it for miles and miles and miles and never have touched it. It's almost like it's almost like a self-driving car. It really is. Because I just put my knee there and my arms can just relax and it's perfect, man. And you can't say that it's not a good driver because again, my eyes are on the road the entire time. It's just I'm using my knee and and I'm great at it. It's just one of my superpowers is driving with my knee for half hour.
Yeah, I can.
Need to.
You know what? I can count
how many times I've seen people who are amazing knee drivers just on the road, like,
you can see it,
and then they turn their turn signal on, and then all of a sudden they bust a U-wing.
Well,
I mean, you must have great thigh
I
muscles.
can't do all that.
And then all of a sudden, and while they're all doing that, they're like, drive around.
I can't turn, but I mean, if I'm on a highway and I'm going straight, straight-ish, then I can do that for miles and miles and miles.
Look.
Coming from the guy who crashed a train at 5 miles per hour or whatever.
I know. A riding lawnmower you crashed.
Yeah, but
and I'm an amazing knee driver.
I am. I can drive with my knee with the best. If you never drive with your knee, nobody.
I'm not saying I
Normal
never
or
do
no?
it,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's not something that I go, you know what? It's just as good as my hand.
I think mine is. I think my knee is just as good as my
See,
hand.
That's self-delusion.
If I'm going straight,
you are deluding yourself into like, it is so crazy how you will rationalize your own. But you're like, look, I'm really good at it. I'm better than most. You're like, who are you kicking it with? Where's the knee driving gang?
That is
where are you? Where are your leather vests? Where are you guys? Like, how are you guys? I hate to say the word kicking it, but what is going on where you can make that kind of statement in comparison to other people who have thumbs?
Oh my God.
Because
K2, have you ever drove with your knee?
God, I can't remember ever doing that.
Really?
Right? I don't think women do drive with their knee.
A guy
no,
thing?
because they're so used to keeping them closed.
Oh, stop it. Maybe.
That's a guy thing?
I
didn't know
think
that.
it must be. And you know why?
I don't think so.
I think it is because women's legs are littler than men's. They don't go as high up.
Yeah, but see,
that's why seats raise and come forward and steering wheels go down. I've seen plenty of women drive with their knees.
Okay, I want, if there's a woman out there driving with their knees, please
don't call.
Text in.
Please send us your phone number.
Please text in.
Well, I mean,
in their life.
I mean, your hands are available.
Yeah,
so.
That's a lady who's practiced. She's not losing another husband.
419-345-3375. If you're a lady that drives your car with your knees or has driven your car with your knees, I didn't know that was a. I
think there's a gender. This is a gender thing.
I didn't know that was a gender thing because I mean, any dude I know is driven with a knee. I mean, if you got something to do, you get your hands full.
Something to do. Got to read the paper. Got to drive with my knees.
Yeah.
Got to read my phone.
Other than focus on where I'm going.
What have you've done it? What have you done it for? To eat?
Probably to eat.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably to eat or
like those
but I'm not out
like
here saying it is a last resort.
Like a Mexican pizza, for instance. I put the pizza tin.
What are you doing eating a Mexican pizza while you drive?
Because
that is the craziest. Stop
it's
talking.
Under my chin.
Stop all your words.
And then I have my knee driving my car.
No, you don't eat a Mexican pizza while you drive. Like the only time that I shouldn't say the only time, but one of the specific times
that you remember
where I drive with my knee is when I buy a McChicken and I have to unwrap it and hold it out of the window to shake all the excess lettuce off. Otherwise, it looks like I murdered a head of lettuce in my car. I'm like, what is up with you guys? Tartar sauce and lettuce. You seem to have a ridiculous amount of both, and you're very liberal with them when it comes to two things: the fillet of fish and the McChicken.
Well, I'll take you one further. Dude, try eating a Whopper in the car. I mean, they put much lettuce.
I always say, don't put the head of lettuce on it. I tell them that specifically. I'm like, I want mustard, mayo, ketchup, tomato, and pickle, and leave whatever you picked out of your garden today off of it.
I think that's his motto in life. He doesn't want any vegetables. Everything and no vegetables.
Yeah, I know, man. They put a whole head on it.
Yeah,
on that Whopper.
Like,
and it's chopped up, so it's all falling off. It's not like it's not like it's
shredded lettuce.
Yeah,
I need a sheet. If you're gonna give me this much lettuce, stack a sheet of lettuce on top of it,
so I can hold on to it on the backside while I'm eating it. It's just falling off all over my clothes. By the way, I just got a text.
Is it laundry day today?
No, I have a photo shoot today. I have a pizza photo shoot today. So I've got my chef coat
Wow,
on.
so what time is that?
11:30.
Wow, you got dressed early. Ooh,
I'm not-
somebody.
I'm
Were
not-
you up in the mirror today? Like this? No,
I'm not getting redressed after the show.
Andrew,
redressed. It's 9 o'clock, bro. It gives you 2.5 hours. You could have showed up in underoos.
I have to do. We have Amazon lunch today, so I got to be there at 10.
Andrew, take off that shirt now and let me iron it. If you got a photo shoot, it's all wrinkly.
Is it?
I will iron it for you, honestly.
I don't even have an iron. I don't think.
Really?
No.
Oh my god.
Who irons their stuff anymore?
I do.
Do you?
Who doesn't iron?
K2, do
their
you
stuff?
iron?
Sometimes.
Really? Oh.
If not, I steam.
Nor-
I steam or iron.
Normal or nope? You guys all still iron. I can't remember the last time. I don't even know if we have an iron. I don't think we own one. Wow, that's interesting.
Gosh,
you
next
just-
time you have a shoot, you tell me, and I'll take your
All right.
clothes home and make them.
We'd like to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Disheveled. They constantly look like they've run out of a building.
By the way, I just got a text in. It says Perrysburg schools will be on a 2-hour delay today.
I
due to
know, it's
fog.
werewolf
Is it
weather.
Is it foggy out? Is it bad?
Dude, I hit a vampire and 2 werewolves on the way here. It was crazy as hell. It's so spooky outside.
Really? Okay. Well, I didn't realize it. So, and that's not just Perrysburg. Like all when you drove from
Oh, yeah.
Toledo too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so give yourself a little
Yeah.
extra time.
Oh my god.
All right.
It's not a good time to be homeless in Ohio. I'll tell you what, you are pray for the werewolves.
All right. So there you go. It's foggy this morning. I'm gonna impede your drive just a tad. Here is traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. There are no delays right now. Traffic is going pretty smooth, but as we were just talking about, there is some dense fog in the area, so be prepared for a little extra time on your commute.
Ground clouds.
Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the
clouds.
prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in. Plus, no payments for 90 days, a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we're going to have clouds this morning and light rain showers through the afternoon going from about 1 to 5. The overnight low will be 36. And then Thursday morning, be ready. There'll be light rain and snow during the morning commute. Right now, it is foggy and 41 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
That's your traffic. That's your, oh my god. Fallen. I let my disguise drop.
I've got to tell you about my friends over at State Line Sauce, the number 1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. They got 2 new sauces. They've got, actually, one's a horseradish. It's the smoky horse, which is a horseradish with a hint of smoky flavor. And they've also got their the new pineapple. The new pineapple orange sauce. So 2 new sauces over making their debut at State Line this week. If you would like to try them yourself, go to StatelineSauceCO.com. Order yourself a bottle. They're $9.99 each. StatelineSauceCO.com. Get sauced.
To see my buddy Joel Cook at Fast Lane Auto Care. Have Joel and his ASC certified mechanics give your car its annual physical. These upcoming months are the worst months to have a breakdown. Not that there's ever really a good month for that. Keep your family safe and sound by making sure your car is safe and sound. Look, we don't want your life savings, just your business for life. Fast Lane Auto Care is at 4th Street, the Anthony Wayne Trail. Go see my buddy Joel.
Fast Lane Auto Repair. Hey, it's me, Andrew Z, from my friends over at State Line Sauce Company, the number 1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. Not because of its heat, but because of its flavor. You know, a lot of hot sauces, they just try to be hot. This is one of the unique hot sauces that has heat, but also flavor. It is so good. If you've never tried it, you need to. Every Saturday morning, check them out at the Toledo Farmers Market, or you can go online and get your bottle of State Line Sauce. Go to StatelineSauceCO.com. State Line Sauce. Get sauced.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large, because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Aikenbrandt's Towing and Auto Repair. 24-hour towing and road service. Light, medium, and heavy-duty towing, and motorcycles, too. They also do complete auto care. Trust the experts at Aikenbrandt with your vehicle. And don't forget Aikenbrandt when you're looking to purchase a good quality used car. Aikenbrandt is located at 824 Kingsbury Street in Maumee. Call them at 419-893-5295. That's 419-893-5295. Aikenbrandt Towing and Auto Repair.
Hey, it's Stephen B. Hardy from the Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the Morning Show. Pumped to tell you about our newest sponsor at Holy Grail Wellness. Holy Grail is the newest and hottest name in the weight loss game with all kinds of amazing options to choose from to get you a big head start on your weight loss journey. Stop in at 200 Airport Highway in Wasion or call and ask for Kendra or Callie at 419-388-7760. Join me on my journey while starting yours today at Holy Grail Wellness.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is...
Hey, it's my friends over at TradeGenius.com. If you've been thinking about crypto, now's the time to do it. Go check it out. Go to Trade Genius is where I did my crypto for the first time a couple weeks ago, and it's easy as hell. Just go to TradeGenius.com and tell them that you listen to the show, or you put in the code, actually, WRADIO. WRADIO. And so it's radio with a W in front of it, and get all the information you need on TradeGenius.com. I'm looking right now to see what my I was up 43% last check. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at now. I'll let you know on the next break. But 43%. Anyway, go to TradeGenius.com. Check out your crypto today. Get time to get started.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess, a property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness. Man, it has been weird. I don't know. Janet was right, man. Is it been weird for anybody?
Oh my gosh.
My life. Yeah, I feel like the retrograde's already happening.
I know, and it's not supposed to be till the middle of December.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks of my life have
Dude.
been the most chaotic and
I agree.
honestly the most unsettling in
Yes.
like the last 2 years.
Yes.
Of my whole.
Yes,
it's
I
ridiculous.
100% agree. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that, but dude, I am feeling exactly what you're putting. I'm picking up exactly what you're throwing down, Kelly, because I'm feeling the same. What about you, Demetrius?
Oh,
It is.
he's in heaven. He's
I
got the
know.
best
Everything's
life
great.
ever.
I know.
I'm loving my life.
Driving my BMW, living in my high-rise apartment in the sky.
Downtown Toledo. Have a cutest little dog.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave my life out of this.
That's the whole point.
This is the first time in Demetrius's life he's happy. He can't wait for the holidays.
Is it true?
No.
Oh, stop it!
You're not excited for the holidays? You're going to LA next week.
I mean, that's exciting.
It's awesome.
Look, the holidays have always they do not hold a pleasant space in my life.
Mine either.
But maybe
there's
this
no
holiday
it
will
just
change
they
it.
do not.
Yeah, mine neither.
And it has proved time after time again that and this is when you say, like, I will say some of the most traumatic things in my life has happened to me around the holidays. Like my mom passed 2 days before Thanksgiving. I want to start the marriage fell apart right after Thanksgiving. Right? It's so turkey is my bane. It's either that or cranberry sauce. As soon as I figure out which one of these foods is ruining my life, I'm coming after it.
I hope it's not stuffing.
It better not be.
I know.
You know what? Because my life can fall apart
as long as I got
as
stuffing.
long as I got stuffing. I'll be like, yeah, I'm cool with my house being on fire. Pass that stovetop.
Man, it's so good.
I'm cooking it on my rooftop.
Flags are going to be flown at half staff in honor of that Napoleon police officer. Governor DeWine ordered the flags in honor of Tyler Murray. UAW President Shawn Fain met with Toledo auto workers after the Stellantis layoff announcement. Stellantis is going from 2 shifts to 1 shift of the Gladiator, and 1,100 workers are going to be laid off as early as January as they move the production down to those 1 shift. Media was not allowed at the meeting, but they spoke to some members in the hallways.
It's so weird. If you're not hiding anything, why not let somebody in?
Well, I think because they knew that someone was going to come at him, and they didn't want to make a viral moment. So that's why they didn't allow the cameras in. Because I know at one point someone said, one of the potentially let off workers, or this is what I heard, is that they're like, well, I want my dues back. Like, I pay you dues to protect my job, and my job is gone. Give me my dues back. So I don't know what ended up happening with that, but
most of you got raises.
But it was one of the ones that's getting laid off. He's in the crosshairs. So it sucks for them. It says the sudden sales have slowed of the Wrangler and the Gladiator.
Well, I didn't know this, but apparently there's states that won't allow Jeeps. Yes, because they're not as clean as other cars, so they have to establish a certain amount. Regulation to get in the state, and there are certain states. I just had a meeting about this because honestly, there's going to be Jeep workers laid off, and they were talking about how this happened historically, and a lot of workers ended up losing their homes. So we're trying to get get a little ahead of the game and give them options. And so we just had this huge meeting about it, and it's just as I was sitting there, my heart just went out to them because not only
That's
are
okay. Can I?
What?
I don't know. Like it's weird, right? Because these guys are losing their jobs, and I'll keep that to myself. Never mind.
It's so awful because not only are they losing their jobs, they announced it right before the holidays. I mean, and they have all this stress
But most
on
of
them.
I know most of these companies are doing it now. Even the radio, all the radio companies are all laying people off in November because they're trying to clean up their books for the beginning
2025.
of 2025. And I guess that you're in a pickle if you're Stellantis, I guess, because like I saw a TikTok interview with the guy that was the head of what's that Peloton, because remember Peloton was hot during COVID, and they were building all these factories and they couldn't get them out fast enough and blah blah blah. And I guess you can't forecast a downturn, and now all those factories are shut down because no one wants Pelotons anymore. They went back to the gym. They were thinking that people weren't going to be going back to the gym once they started working out at home. They weren't going back to the gym, and they had all these factories open. There was one scheduled here, and now this dude has lost his job. The CEO of the company lost his job, lost his home. But like, what do? You have to build for capacity at the time to get them out.
No, you don't, and that is the thing. People get overwhelmed with greed, so they want as much as they possibly can, as quick as they can. The best thing I ever heard was Jon Stewart say when he was talking about The Daily Show. He said, Comedy Central wants to turn this into an hour-long show. Mm-hmm. And he said, no, absolutely not. A half hour is exactly what I need, because a half hour lets people want more. So instead of just making as much money as you possibly can, be backlogged with orders, create demand. But what you want to do is you want to expand, and you want to be this and you want to be that. And then all of a sudden, when the bottom falls out, you have all this overhead because you let your ass overload your mouth.
I understand what you're saying, but I would push back and say that people aren't going to wait forever. We're in a want it now society. We are order it on Amazon. I need it the same day. People aren't going to wait 6 months for something. People aren't going to wait a year for something. They'll go buy something else. They don't need a Peloton. They don't need a Jeep. If they're going to wait a year, they'll go buy a Kia. They'll buy something else.
No, they won't. They won't go to dude. If you're a Cadillac person, you're not buying a Kia. If you're a Peloton person, you're not buying like some off-brand bike. You will wait, and that is the thing. There's a reason.
I think there's a limited amount of time you'll wait.
No, there is a reason why there's a backlog for Blackberry Crown Royal, and there's a ton of other Blackberry liquors out there because people want that brand. There is a reason there's a waiting list for these things, because brands carry power.
Both can be true, but they will wait. But I think there is a limit to how long they will wait before they'll just go get something else. They're not going to drive a car that they can't drive for a year because you can't get the demand out.
Oh my God. If I told you I ordered a car, right? Mm-hmm. I ordered a car, and it's one of the best cars that's out in the market, and I finally get it a year later. Do you not think I'm talking about this? Because I know damn well my neighbor don't got it. I know damn well he wasn't waiting on a list. I know that.
All right, let's go on to this one. Police are looking for an alleged boot barn thief. Authorities looking for a man. They got a good picture of him. If you go online, they say he's a black male. I'm surprised they don't have his name yet. A black male, about 6'2", with missing front teeth. Entered the Central Avenue location on October 25th around 1 o'clock. He grabbed 9 pairs of Carhartt bibs and a Carhartt jacket and left the store without paying. Employees at the store told police some individual had stolen the stuff in Perrysburg as well. Like I said, they have good pictures of the guy, so I'm sure they're going to catch that dude. Perrysburg City Council, for once they didn't Perrysburg, they approved the rezoning, which paving the way for the rumored Top Golf to move in next to Costco. So they
Oh no.
Yes.
No, not at that intersection. Oh my God, no.
Will our cars be
Buffalo, no.
with balls?
Oh my God, can you imagine? Just look, that whole interchange is a pain in the ass. Right off the bat in Perrysburg. Right?
Mm-hmm.
With that thing that you don't know how the lane, where we turn English and then back into America for a hot second. I don't know why I'm driving on the left side of the road, but evidently Perrysburg thinks it's necessary, and then I'm back on the right. But
the diverging diamond.
Yeah, it's just I'm like good day.
They're putting one of those on like Secor or something like.
What are you doing? You can't put Toledo.
So
we
can't handle that.
We ain't smart enough to handle that kind of
the diverging diamond.
Is that what that's called?
Yes,
a diverging diamond.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
that
mean,
sounds like a sex move.
Oh my goodness,
it does, like reverse cowgirl.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but shouldn't it be a beautiful scenery? If you're Topgolf, you should see green.
No, have you ever been to a Topgolf?
No.
What?
Oh my God, girl, what are you doing with your life?
You would love it.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah,
so much fun.
Okay.
So many places to drop your card.
And they're open. They're open year round, and it's like heated.
Yeah. And there's alcohol and food
and nice chairs, right? You just get your own little space.
And the ball just spits out at you. It's so nice. Such an experience.
Well, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get everybody. I'll get my kids that for Christmas, and we'll go. Like
that would be fun.
Like a little
that'd be a good. I was watching one though because they have nets on each level because there's levels like is it 2 or 3 levels? D or more than that? 2, 3, 4.
I thought it was 2.
Okay, so anyway, in between levels, each little cubby that you hit from is there's a net. So this guy on TikTok, he was getting ready to hit his ball, and the dude from the cubby above him fell
into the net.
Under the net.
Oh
just understand this though: how many people had fallen off that thing before somebody went, "We should put nets up"?
Right,
like somebody was like, it was the first dude, and they probably call it the Charlie net.
All right, what else is going on? Donald Trump is vowed to enact sweeping tariffs upon taking office in January, and he's picked just the person to enforce them. On Tuesday, the president-elect nominated billionaire investor Howard Lutnick as the Commerce Secretary.
Dude, I swear to God, a lot of people are like turning into owls right now because we're all like, who?
Well, I don't know, but he picked Dr. Oz to be over the Medicare and Medicaid.
But notice it's all the financing piece. It's not the medicine part. Like Medicaid and Medicare are the people who approve procedures,
right?
Not the people who actually perform them.
So they're bringing in Dr. Oz. They're bringing in Linda McMahon from the WWE to be the Secretary of Education.
What is he doing?
Clown car continues.
See, this is the issue, right? Everybody. Nobody went like. Everybody was like, you know what? I'm T down all the way. It's him.
Down?
Like, I don't want to say his name.
Oh.
Right. So they just saw him, but what they didn't understand were the people that he had to like. If I were
he's
to
got crazies around him, even if you like him.
If I were to show you all the people he was going to put in place, you would have been like, oh hell no.
Right.
Like a sex trafficker for attorney general? Oh hell no!
Yeah, that one.
What are you doing?
So this Matt Gaetz, the attorney general, Matt Gaetz, he allegedly had sex with a 17-year-old. He was at a sex drug party. He had sex with this girl's friend upstairs, and then he goes downstairs. She comes downstairs, and he's having sex with her friend on a gaming table. She's 17 years old. Dude is I mean, how do you make that dude attorney general? Like, I don't even understand right now.
Well, I prefer somebody who understands how to break the law.
I guess he's not even a lawyer. He's not anything. I mean,
he is an attorney.
No, I don't think he is.
He hasn't practiced though. He doesn't. Oh. He hasn't practiced law.
All right.
His dad was the attorney general of. God, what state is he a congressman of?
Florida.
Florida. Yeah.
A cruise ship tilted on its side. While
then they made the big people sit in the middle.
While the Titanic song was playing. So I know, so rude. While the Titanic song was playing, a Royal Caribbean cruise ship got hit by a huge gust of wind and tilted it to one side for several minutes. On top of that, the passengers said they were playing "My Heart Will Go On" from Titanic when it happened. Here's one of the passengers.
We were in the theater and they were playing a Celine Dion song from Titanic, and we actually thought it was part of a special effects. The ship started to tip to one side, all the bottles and all the glasses fell off the bar, And we're like, wow, this is amazing. And then we realize
It's a full experience.
Can I just tell
special
white
effects.
people? This is what white people do. You're just like the Celine Dion song, and your brain is like, "Oh, this must be part of the trip." Like you would think that they would tell you that before you got on the boat. Hey, we have this Titanic experience.
It's additional $200.
Where somewhere in the middle of the ocean the boat sinks.
Oh my gosh!
They're like, "This is amazing. This is absolutely." I'm drowning. This is so realistic.
All right, when does it end?
Yeah, this is nice. When's the other boat coming? This was nice.
So this is interesting. There's a camping trip going around, camping trick going around where you pee in a bottle and then you sleep with it. It's a great way to keep yourself warm. So it's almost like like your own heater.
That's something you do in like life or death situations.
Like,
well, here's the
naked and afraid or whatever that is.
Yeah, you carry your bottle. You're like, don't worry, I got my own water bottle.
There you go.
It's all
If you
good.
urinate in a bottle before going to sleep and put it in your sleeping bag like this and stay around it the whole night, just imagine how hot you're gonna be. Urination is around 37 degrees Celsius. This night it dropped down to 5 degrees. That means right there you have an insane heat resource coming from your own body. You are self-sufficient. That means you're not dependent on fire.
I know what that means, but it's still gross. Like that is something you can't let if you're lost in the woods, you can't be discovered with it. You can't. Somebody can't find. You can't be rescued with jars of your own urine. It's like you're Howard Hughes. Like, what do you? People would be like, "Yeah, we're gonna leave you here. We found your husband, ma'am, but he had 36 bottles of urine with him. We figured you didn't want us to bring him home."
I can't get over the music.
Yeah, right. Just the two of us, right?
Why
is that in the?
That's what was in the video.
Like,
I pulled it from the video.
Just the two of us.
You know, TikTok.
We can make it if we try.
TikTok books random music and videos sometimes. When you
you and
leave
your JRP.
a child locked in a dryer as a punishment for losing a bag of chips.
Oh my god!
A 6-year-old in Texas was locked in a laundromat dryer by 3 adults after he lost his bag of potato chips. Here's the judge talking about the incident that was caught on video.
In the video, according to the officer, they see you taking this 6-year-old child, evidently putting his legs out and trying to keep from getting stuffed into the dryer. They see you trying to shove him into a dryer.
Jesus,
man. Okay, am I the only one that used to like put myself in the dryer and have my brother turn it on?
Oh no!
Yes, you are the only
one.
one.
We would ride the dryer. Like we would just be inside. We would go to laundromats with quarters and get inside big industrial dryers.
Way.
Oh yeah, set it on fluff. And then just go up and around and
Did you do it in washers too?
No.
Andrew, it explains so much.
So
much.
I'm like, I don't. Am I the only one who doesn't think this is a punishment? We were poor. It was our version of Cedar Point. Like it was like get into the agitator.
Our guy said, "Give him life in prison, no parole. It'll stop happening." He loves it. They should make this dude Attorney General in Texas. This dude should be Attorney General over Matt Gaetz. Someone said on the P thing, it doesn't work. Or asking is if it works the same if you just get drunk and pee yourself. if it'll keep you warm.
It does,
but it's temporary.
Initially.
Yeah, it's temporary. Oh my god! We didn't talk about this much when it first happened, but
I have a question.
Huh?
Yeah. How do we all feel about this widening of 475 between Dorr Street and Airport Highway?
Dorr Street.
Yeah, they're adding another lane to each side of the road. It's going to be 8 lanes.
Huh.
And it's going to start in like what, 2025 and 26 and end in 2030?
Jesus. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it, honestly. Why? What do you think about it?
I want them to be done.
I know.
Can they not just look at something and be this?
I feel
like I'm dating a 62-year-old woman who won't stop getting plastic surgery.
Oh my god!
I'm like, stop.
You look
pretty.
great.
You're pretty.
The roads look great.
Yeah. like I loved your BBL. The diverging diamond thing was hot. Can we stop?
I hear you.
You're looking unrecognizable now.
The problem with the road people, they've never been loved, so they're always looking for approval.
Like,
they're always looking for love.
Have you been cheated on by an alley? What's going on with you, Highway?
Never going to be enough. I'm never going to be enough for him.
Just be done, please. Can we just go, wow, this is pretty, and be done?
I know, dude. It's 470 everywhere. There's still construction. It's always forever. Like there's places that have been constructed since I've lived here for 20 years. I'm like, that's always been under construction.
There's been construction has seen change in history. Like it is like I don't think that when this construction started, Black people were allowed to drive on the road, and it is still going on.
Oh my gosh!
I know. Prohibition.
Yeah, right. It was like we tried to stop it, by doing construction.
Still got the alcohol through. Anyway, so we didn't talk about this much, but the man behind the infamous Wonka experience has been placed on the sex offenders register list. If you remember, I don't know if he was put on the list for pestering a woman with unwanted sexual messages and explicit photos. In case you don't remember, though, the Wonka experience ended up being in a warehouse with a printed background, a small bouncy castle, bad props, and no candy. So this dude got in trouble because he conned a lot of people.
Which is so funny. Like it could be described for like he was like I wasn't sending her unwanted messages. I was just sending her the Wonka experience.
By the way, I got a text in. All of 475 between the state line and Perrysburg should be closed for 4 years and totally redone. They're always finding stuff to do to it. It's 15 miles. They did Perrysburg to Findlay, which is way longer in 5. So they're like, oh, it's been So anyway, I know everyone's frustrated with construction for sure. And finally, let's go to the good news this morning. A phone was accidentally frozen under ice at a skating rink and has become now a hot tourist attraction. An ice skating rink in England is in the news after a worker lost his phone and had to borrow his daughter's pink phone for the day. Then he lost hers when he dropped it in the water, and it ended up getting frozen in the ice. Now it's become quite the local tourist attraction in the rink. Here's one of the workers explain why they can't remove the phone.
So after discovering the phone in the ice, the obvious thing to do would be to remove it. However, we've got team icicles coming in on Saturday. That's the GB Synchro team, and they need the whole rink to perform their routine. So if we were to go ahead and remove the phone, we're then looking at closing this area of ice for the next week.
So they can't do it. They're just going to have to leave the phone there. I don't know if it still works or what. I mean, because those things are water resistant now, at least, if not waterproof. That is the news. That is the good news. Here is traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm Katie the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Traffic is running smoothly right now. There are no delays, but we do have dense fog in the area, so be prepared for some backups along your commute. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias. Low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we're going to have clouds this morning with light rain showers starting about 1 o'clock, and those will go through the afternoon ending around 5. The overnight low will be 36. And Thursday morning, we're going to have light rain and snow during the morning commute. Right now, it is 43 and foggy outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices of thousands of in-stock name-brand items, plus no credit-needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm Katie the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Who's doing the sleaze? At Demetrius or UK2?
I say Demetrius, but
I vote Demetrius.
Demetrius, are you in?
That's so.
You feeling it?
That's so funny.
Why?
That they voted.
Hey, I have the right. I can't bitch if I don't vote.
I printed it out for you. It's right there in front of you. So
yay!
All right. Got to tell you, my friends over at Tea Tree Asian Bistro went there last night, had an amazing meal. I did just an appetizer meal. We did a Mexican roll, And then we did some of the Korean dumplings, which are amazing. They have like meat in them, and I put a little dab of soy sauce on there, and those things are so damn good. Had some of the Korean corn cheese with a fried wonton. Had some edamame. We had some spring rolls. I had some wings.
So you just ordered all the appetizers.
The appetizer on the
we did
menu.
Instead of getting
I love that though. I think
I do
it's fun.
too. I think appetizers are more. They're more delicious, are they not?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. I would do it all. I love doing all appetizer meal. What, Demetrius?
No, it's like you're the people I hate. Like you were the guys that come in and find a way to work the system. And you're like, you know what?
Paid for it.
It's half off appetizers.
Let's get them all.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna eat all the appetizers as if they're entrees. And because I see you guys coming from a mile away.
I know.
You guys have that. I have a discount glint in your eye, and a coupon that I got from Valpak.
Oh my gosh, I have like 10 of them. They keep coming to my house.
People still open their Valpaks?
Oh yes, they do.
Oh, really?
And they show up with them. They can't wait to bust out that $5 off wings. You sons of bitches.
All right, Tea Tree Asian Feaster. Whoa, at Levis Commons. I think we triggered Demetrius at Levis Commons in Perrysburg.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. Black Friday starts now. Trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Hurry into Verizon this Black Friday. Service plan required for Watch and Tab. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king for the price of a queen and a free adjustable base with select Sealy beds, all with a low price guarantee. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink products. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center,
or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo, here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only, while supplies last. Contact store for price and participation with varies. Drinks exclude freezes. Tax extra.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Sky Rizzy to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Sky Rizzy, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Sky Rizzy. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Sky Rizzy, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZY to learn more.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea.
I gotta tell you, my friends over at Derby. We're gonna be out there this Friday having fun at Derby. If you haven't been out there yet, it's the place to go. Toledo's newest hottest spot to have a drink and have a good time. And we're gonna be out there this Friday. All request Friday night live with 107.7 The Wolf and me, Andrew Z. Come on out to Derby. We'll see you out there, and I promise I will play your request, especially. Yes, you right there. I'm playing your request. You come and see me. Come to the DJ booth, and I will play it for you.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrew Z and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze. Demetrius in for Steve this morning.
That is totally not prepared.
Sitting there talking.
That's too funny.
He hasn't even picked the papers up.
I haven't even picked the papers up yet.
Oh my God.
So this just into the entertainment center. All right. Okay. So
gave him time to look at the paper.
Once again, I didn't take you seriously. All right. So I'll lead off because I didn't have time to properly vet this. I'm going to go with the top story right here, which is once again falls right in line with how I'm going to do entertainment for you guys this week. If I don't care about it, you guys probably care. So here it is. Let's talk about what's on TV tonight.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
Another country music award. I mean, come on now.
But they're
Are
all
we not?
so
I mean,
good.
They are all so
but
good.
like, can't we just like stop calling them? Is that the only way you get country musicians out to do things? It's got to call them award ceremonies, or festivals.
No,
like honestly,
here's the problem, and I'll tell you what the issue is linear television is dying. I don't know if you noticed, but Comcast is selling all their cable channels now because people aren't the only reason they're watching live television is for live events, because you see Netflix and those guys, they don't have it nailed down yet because of all the complaints they had with the fight. So they have to have these live events. So country music, people will watch every single award. If you had country music awards every Monday people would turn in for country music awards.
But here's the thing, right? If I get a country music award every Monday, then I get. Look, like country music awards is a lot like marriage, right? If it happens every day, then all of a sudden you ignore it,
well,
right? and then you just get used to it until country music starts cheating on you with another music award.
Goes over, takes a look at Beyonce,
right? So, all right. We have the 50th annual CMAs at 8 p.m. on ABC.
It's gonna be good.
Lainey Wilson joins Luke Bryan, and when I think country music, I immediately go to Peyton Manning as this year's host. Like, can you get any more vanilla than that? Peyton Manning is if what you would get if Ryan Seacrest had sex with a white crayon.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Tell us how you really feel.
So, that is vanilla.
Where did Peyton touch you, buddy?
Jeez, man.
Okay. And now and Post Malone and Chris Stapleton open the show. There will also be a tribute to George Strait, who is cousin to George Gay.
George Strait is phenomenal.
The voice. He's got that voice.
He was the first one to really have like the all-day concerts.
Really?
I remember back in it must have been like the early 2000s. You would go they'd start at 1 p.m. and go all day, and then they'd have the big festival outside where you could go out and during acts.
Man, that's a horrible sentence.
What?
I remember back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, you were reckoned back then.
It's just all pre-COVID now.
All right. So now we go to Netflix, where now you can tune into The Merry Gentleman.
The what?
The Merry Gentleman.
Merry Gentleman.
Yes,
Okay.
a romantic comedy starring Britt Robertson as a dancer who returns home and organizes some guys to do a sexy all-male Christmas theme review to save her parents' business.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Because when I think of Jesus, I think of wanging dong.
That sounds like a wholesome family comedy.
Yes. You can follow it up with Hot Frosty and Sexy Mary. A story of a woman who claims to be a virgin and then gives birth.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all right. And now
it's a rom-com.
Yes, it's a rom-com. So, and then if you're not into that, you can always tune into what I can only refer to as something to sleep to, a series premiere of Our Oceans on Netflix, narrated by none other than Barack Obama. That's right. Man. If you never had something else to bore you to death, I suggest you tune into Our Oceans, because he probably should have done a show called Our Government.
I'm surprised it's not on PBS.
PBS wouldn't even touch it. PBS was like, "This is a yawn."
I remember when I was younger, I used to make fun of PBS because you turn it on and it was so boring. Like, or PBS radio, what's it called? What's it? NPR. NPR.
It's National Public Radio.
I would just make fun of people for listening. I'm like, how
I
dumb
love
are you?
NPR.
I know, and then now I'm like, man, such good storytelling. Like, that's how old I am.
Love NPR. It is so funny to watch people who've never ridden with me get into my car and hear NPR, and they just look at me and they're like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Well informed, my friend. Just sit back and learn."
Oh, by the way, producer Doug said you missed one on Lifetime tonight. It's the debut of the Wanging Dongs of Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
are there 12 of them?
Yes.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Bong.
One wanging dong
hanging from a tree.
So, all right, we will move on.
Okay.
Did anybody hear about the backlash that John Stamos has gotten for his bald cap?
Oh my God.
We talked about it here.
See, told you, should have happened. Well, Dave Coulier is defending his friend John Stamos against backlash for wearing a bald cap in solidarity with the cancer battle.
Well, because we, like we said, instead of cutting your hair like most people do in solidarity with someone's going through cancer that you love, he just put a bald cap on.
It's like he put a baseball hat on and tucked it all underneath. And
Right.
was like, I'm with you.
It's a thought that counts. I mean, it's John Stamos. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, the 65-year-old comedian clapped back at a bunch of negative comments via Instagram after his former Full House co-star, 61, was dragged for wearing a bald cap in solidarity amid Coulier's cancer battle. It's our friendship, and this is how we handle this is how we're handling a very tough time. He wrote on Tuesday, "Humor is what drives me." Coulier praised Stamos for knowing how to cheer him up as he faces stage 3 non-Hodgkin lymphoma. "I laughed out loud when he arrived wearing a bald cap. Being a true loving friend and a brother, he continued wishing haters nothing but love."
That's the thing. I mean, we can't don't have his humor anymore. It was a joke.
Well,
he was being funny.
Then you have to premise that. Like, here's the thing now. We live in an era where you just can't just put things out there without explaining it to the mouth breathers beforehand. You have to go like this. You have to go, before you read this, it's a joke. And then let them read it. Because
then is it a joke?
Because if they don't get that information up front, then they go, I should be offended.
I mean, they already kind of get offended,
right?
Yeah.
When you open with that.
Like, I just got a text and said I had a buddy of mine lose an arm, and I cut mine off in solidarity. He can't even cut his hair,
dude.
Come on.
I have one arm friends all the time, and I try to give them high 10s, and they just look at me, and I'm like, I get it. You're only giving me half an attempt.
Wow, this one here, this is mean. I'd rather hear Stephen B. Hardy sing than listen to Lainey Wilson talk at the CMA Awards.
No,
I don't even know. I don't
know how to take that.
I don't know how to take that one either.
I don't either. It's just kind of out of nowhere.
But you do sing good.
Thank you.
You do.
But I think they're saying, though, is Lainey Wilson is not entertaining to them. So is that a shot or is that a kudos to you? I don't know.
Both.
All right.
It's a shot to her and kudos to me. I would say she's got Peyton Manning. You know, as much as you want to hate on Peyton, he's cheesy.
He's hysterical, dude.
Yeah.
I love Peyton Manning.
But you know when you guys laugh, you're like, oh my God, he's so funny.
He is.
Like they're like his comedian, but that is him. That is him.
I know.
Like, and that is not.
That's why we love him.
That is not funny.
Give him a reality show.
I will watch that.
I was watching
they have a show with just him and Eli on Monday nights where they just watch these guys watching Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
And
I heard it's funny. I've never watched it, but is it good?
If
Peyton Manning TV.
Yeah, if you ever wondered if their parents are real close genetically,
stop.
It is watching that show.
Oh,
you guys. I feel like you guys saw each other every Christmas.
Isn't that what family does?
No, I'm just saying as children, their parents hung out.
Oh, all right. Stop.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying that is hillbillies if hillbillies were people.
Oh my God.
Man, they're just meatheads. That's all.
Oh yeah,
they're good people.
They are good people.
Are they?
Yes.
Are they?
And here's the thing that I will tell you is that when you said, well, that's just Peyton being Peyton, that's what he is. People love. We are been inundated with fake for so long. Even reality television, everything is fake. So that's why I was watching Don Lemon, who was a former newscaster on CNN. He said something very profound yesterday. He said, "How can people vote for because he went out in the district in New York, a Democratic district. How do people vote for AOC and Donald Trump? Because that happened a lot. She won and then he wins." I was like, how do they do that? Like, they're so opposite. They couldn't be more opposite. And people were saying, because they're real. AOC is real. Donald Trump is real. That's who he is. I mean, that's who people love real. They don't want buttoned up off the teleprompter Kamala Harris. They want real. And that's why they love Peyton Manning. He's real. That's who he is. Mm-hmm. People want real now. That's why we're on this show. We're all real. He is what I assume what a mannequin would be if they could talk. Anyway, all right, thank you. That is your Sleaze. It's Steve Sleaze, brought to you by Coit Carpet Cleaning Service, the #1 carpet cleaner in all of Toledo. Call Coit today, 419-470-1333, 419-470-1333. Tell them you listen to the show, get 25% off your services.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice, newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 107.7 The Wolf.
Just picture and so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you. Format bitch you. Back through that maze I sent you. Talking to the rap inventor. The game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather. Women and the sticky green, no seats, please. Papa ain't soft, dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost, got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up, mad cause I got my and my forfeit. The game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the NOTORIOUS. You just lay down slow. Recognize the real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali, Cali.
Afraid of what I made and played and plus a funky bit, so say you fit the truth. Put that music in the monkey bit. Triggers from the good town, ill town. Some ask how it feels now. The deal is that we're real, so we still around. Don't land with a freestyle phantom. Ain't trying to be handsome. Tricking what you're thinking, cause I'm vamping. I live in top of hip hop. This is hip hop of the day. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop parade. occasion if the other party isn't gaming. It seems I gotta start to explain it. Wasn't you ever had a girl that met her on a nice hello? They get her name and number, then left feeling real mellow. You get home late today, she's what you wanna know about. Do you call up and it's a girlfriend's or a cousin's house? It's not a front, a F to the R to the O to the N to the T. It's just a boyfriend's at a house. Well, that's what she said, read. It's OPP, some other people's, but you get it. There's no room for relationships, it's just room to hit it. How many brothers out there know just what I'm getting at? Who think it's wrong cause I was splitting and co-hitting that? Well, if you do, that's OPP and you're not down with it. But if you don't, here's your membership. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every last on me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? For the ladies, OPP means something gifted. The first two letters the same, but the last is something different. It's the longest, loveliest, lean. I call it the leanest. It's another five-letter word rhyming with cleanest and meanest. I won't get into that. I do it sort of properly. I say the last P stands for property. Now, lady, here comes a kiss. Blow a kiss back to me. Now tell me exactly. Have you ever known a brother who had another like a girl or wife? And you just had to stop a toast because he looked just that nice. You looked at him, he looked at you, and you knew right away. He had someone, but he was gonna be yours anyway. You couldn't be seen with him at all and still you didn't care. Cause in a row behind the door, no one but y'all are there. When y'all are finished, y'all can leave it, only y'all would know. And y'all can throw that skeleton bone right in the closet door. Now don't be shocked cause if you're down, I want your hands up high. Say OPP. I like it said with pride. Now when you do it well and make sure that it counts. You're now down with a discount. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every last lady. You're down with
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive your new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2 the Baroness, and Stephen B. Hardy, fresh off his karaoke battle
That's right.
against his dad, Matt Hardy, last night. Man, I was watching it on Facebook unfold. So it was you against your dad singing in
all
a
those
sing-off.
technical difficulties. I can't believe so many people tuned in.
I know.
It was like Tyson versus Paul.
Yeah, it crashed. I mean, it was buffering. It was
Yep.
crashing.
Yeah, we're crashing Facebook.
So many people were watching.
Had to watch it in HD.
Yeah. So how did it go?
It went really well, yeah.
Who won?
They said it was a tie. Yeah.
Why do you say it like that, Trump?
Well, because I.
What do you
I
mean?
don't- I
The
don't
election was
support it.
stolen.
I went there to win, not to
I will
tie.
say, I really was watching it on Facebook, and I think your dad has some kind of swagger about him.
does.
He does,
So
yeah.
I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
look at this.
I walked in there and he's wearing jewelry. I ain't seen him wear jewelry in I don't
He
know how
had
long.
glasses on.
Yeah,
those
he was
blue
wearing-
glasses on.
yeah.
I was like, what is this man doing?
Yeah, he's a showman.
But I will say, I thought you did really well too with that. You had a little swagger yourself.
It,
right there.
it sounds to me. It sounds to me like Matt won from where your reaction. You're like, oh, he was the. Oh, you did good too.
I think.
It
take
was-
away from your efforts.
It was just surprising because
Yeah.
your dad, when we met him, he was just very
Quiet.
Yeah. And then I see him perform.
Very
I'm like,
demure.
look, it was like shocking to me.
Yeah, he was doing his thing. I mean, he's 54, 56, something like that. And he did Journey.
So what's wrong with it? And what are you trying to say?
Well, I'm just saying. It's,
you better tread lightly, my friend. Dude, we're old enough to be Steven's father.
I'm just. All I'm saying is like he still has it.
We're old enough that everyone in this room is old enough to be Steven's parents.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So depressing.
Like if he did a 23andMe, we'd be in the running.
I know.
Like that's the worst part. Is like we're like we could be in the pool. Like,
didn't even think about it like that
like,
until he said that.
Like all of a sudden, I'm like, "Can you dance, Steven?"
I mean, maybe.
Oh,
I can slow dance real good.
Real good.
I like the way he said that.
I can slow dance real good. Okay, I'm out of the pool.
All right, here, ladies and gentlemen, doing one of the songs he did last night. Here is live.
This is what he does. He doesn't give you time to warm up.
Stephen B. Hardy.
He doesn't even. He's not even ready.
No,
I don't need the
He
lyrics.
literally just sat down.
He did just sit down.
Used to spend my nights out in a barroom. Liquor was the only love I've known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle's always dry. But when you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. Yes, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Yes, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Stephen B. Hardy and the Hardettes. Oh my God.
Don't ruin it. Be quiet, guys.
Don't ruin it. Be quiet, Demetrius.
I think it's still the solo, so you can keep singing, D. Let it rip.
God, your guitar is so good right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Demetrius on the guitar.
Man, it's genius.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
It's whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
There you go.
There you go. Tennessee whiskey. Whiskey. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. Man.
7 o'clock in the morning, coming off singing late last night.
my
I like to think it was better last night.
Yes.
And I hitting the notes better.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
Here's
You're
a-
amazing.
I feel like I'm right in the middle of a bar.
Here's the text I got. It says, me listening to Steven sing.
Oh.
And someone else said Steven's got my vote. Man,
For sure.
Good job, dude.
I mean, so good.
By the way, it leads us into a segment we do called we read Stephen B. Hardy's Facebook post.
No. What did I do?
And now,
I didn't even get drunk last night.
and now
so.
we read Stephen B. Hardy's Facebook posts. You know what really grinds my gears? When Snez was talking
Dry
about
shifting.
What?
Oh, sorry.
When Snez was talking about her day, Anna interrupts her. I intervened and told her to let Snez finish her story, only to be interrupted by Snez telling me to hold on, let Anna finish her story now.
Grinded my gears last night.
What happened?
Oh no, it was just a joke. I was talking to a couple friends, and like the post said there, she was telling me about her day, and then her friend kind of jumped in and started talking, and I was like, "Hold your horses, let her finish." And then I was just trying to be considerate and try to be nice, because like I don't like when people talk over me sometimes. So like I kind of had the feeling, hey, she needs to be heard.
And like
he's
you,
so chivalrous.
and you like talk about your dad feeling himself at 56, grinding your gears. When's the last time I said that as an old woman? She's grinding my gears.
What was a joke?
Look, if you hear me say that, don't come in. See, what are you doing? I'm in here grinding my gears.
I made a joke.
Don't come in.
I made a joke last night.
I had no pants on.
Oh my god. I'm coming in.
There you go. Here you go. Stephen B. Hardy.
What?
But I'm a creep when I ask you to.
Oh my god.
Sit on my face.
That's not what it says.
That's what it says.
I think it's what it said.
But I'm a creep when I ask you to sit on my face, right? How you feel now, knowing I have a soul of a tongue slave who just wants to serve his queen?
What are you doing? That can't be real.
You need to read the post that
that's all right.
you
It
should.
cannot be
You should.
real.
It's a historical thing.
That is not a thing.
It is historically
you did
accurate.
not put that on Facebook.
Steven, I laughed hysterically when I saw it.
Thank you. I did too. You got to see the post, D. It's
Okay,
not what you're
so
thinking.
he's taking it out of.
He shared a post. He said, in the Middle Ages, many women of wealth made male tongue slaves that would serve them whenever their husbands were away.
What is going on? Oh my Jesus! Oh, is it Wednesday? Why does it feel like the end time?
So he has.
What is going? No.
Stephen has the soul of a tongue slave.
I
Who just
cannot.
wants to
Can
serve
I
his
just?
queen.
Can I just real quick? Right. There's things.
So shocked I can't.
I am a. Here's the only appropriate word. I am aghast. I am aghast. I am.
Makes you pull out an old timey word.
Yes. Like I have to go back to the Renaissance days.
Oh my
to
god.
talk about how appalled I am.
He's clutching his pearls right now, and he's not wearing any.
I am going to wade into the ocean and make my own set just so that I can clutch them. Oh,
all right.
Jesus.
This is really good content.
I got one more for you.
No, please, no.
Stephen B. Hardy. Not about clinging or controlling, but people who view relationships through traumatized lenses won't ever be able to fully comprehend it. They will only ever see it as some attempt to control or monitor them. Kind of selfish, to be honest. Why wouldn't you want your partner knowing where you're at?
Oh my God.
Just my thoughts.
Lightweight stalking.
Not at all.
Stalking.
Not at all.
Where are you now?
I'm the prince.
Checking on my
I'm the prince from
ass.
Cinderella. If the shoe fits, you gotta wear it.
Stalking. Lightweight stalking.
It's not stalking.
Where
it's
is
love.
my
It's not
phone?
stalking,
All right.
it's love.
That is. I'm so sorry, but that is a little stalking.
It's not.
It's
Just
totally
to
is.
see where you at. Just you please
shouldn't-
walk
yeah.
a little slower.
You shouldn't worry. Yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about where
Well,
I'm at.
you seem to
Because I love you. I
No.
love you.
running away from me.
Shouldn't worry about me. You shouldn't worry about me wondering where you're worrying where you're at,
bro. That's not even it. I got in a
love
debate
you.
with somebody, and they just the way they view relationships is like it's just not healthy, and so the debate became like being cheesy and clingy and controlling, and I was like, how is any of that being clingy or controlling?
It kind of is.
Dude,
And I hate to say it, but it kind of is.
Bro, you know what's so funny is there's a lot of kids at at the restaurant who have their friends' locations on them, like all the time, and they will come running and go like this. Oh my God, I don't know why so and so's over there, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you? What are you doing? Wait, it's love. It's the way I show my friendship. Please. Show less friendship. What are you doing?
I don't do all that.
So let me ask you this, Stephen. All right, let's say you are just talking to a girl. You guys are not exclusive. You guys share locations. And then you look at her location and she is clearly at like her ex-boyfriend. What do you do then? Do you drive over?
Yes, he's in his car.
Do you call? Do you text?
Well, I'm clingy and controlling, so I'm already out there in the bushes watching, crying.
Of course.
That is so wow, bro.
Yeah,
it wasn't even okay. So what had happened was I was at the gym with a friend of mine, and she was talking about how you shouldn't go to the gym with, if you're in a relationship. And I was like, well, why the hell wouldn't you? And she said, well, just because people need their space in relationships. And I was like, yeah, but like, have you ever heard of relationship goals? Like people in relationships.
Okay,
work out all the
were
time
you
and stuff.
with your friend was a female?
Yeah, it was.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
By the way, I did get a text message in 419-345-3375. LMAO, listening at work. Would love to see Demetrius and Kelly's facial reactions to these posts.
Oh my God. My jaw hurts because it was wide open for like 12 minutes.
First of all,
in their defense, Tongue Slaves' jaws also hurt.
Like,
after
let
a
me
while.
just
God, I love that.
clearly not if they're doing it right. I hired a tongue slave, not a jaw slave. Like here's my thing. But we need to stack these better because I mean, granted, like the build up is the first one, and then we do the
stalker one.
The stalker one, and then we end on tongue slave.
Yeah,
Tongue slave is
Tongue
the
slave.
closer.
See,
That was a grand slam.
I really tried to stack it. I got it all wrong.
Closer.
I got it all wrong.
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
got the order wrong.
Damn.
See, you'd fail your own stupid rate game.
That is
You
Stephen
blind rated them wrong.
That is us reading Stephen
my
B.
God.
Hardy's Facebook status.
Today years old when I found out what a tongue slave was.
I know, right?
Why didn't I know this any sooner?
Business.
Nobody asked.
Your husband
Nobody asked.
Makes your husband going on business trips.
But that's just so funny. That is why, and that just shows you like how so many men won't do it, that they had to enslave people.
Well, no, because it's saying when the men were
Where they
away.
were like, that is it. You will do this forever. Oh no, madam.
Or oh yes, madam.
Yeah, right.
Well, you had to
You
act
seem
like
to
you didn't
never
like it.
gain any weight for as much as you eat.
Oh.
Take it too far.
Always.
Always one step too far.
I thought it was funny.
Go ahead, Kelly.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm Casey the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. No backups on the roadways right now. Everything seems to be good, except we do have dense fog in the area, so give yourself a little bit extra time. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we're going to have clouds this morning with light rain showers starting about 1, going through the afternoon, ending about 5 p.m. The overnight low will be 36. And get ready, Thursday morning, we're going to have light rain and snow during the morning commute. Right now it is foggy and 43 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Got to say, my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. 2 brand new flavors. They got a brand new spin on horseradish, especially with prime. This is prime rib season, man. A lot of people do prime rib like for Christmas and stuff. It makes a great gift, the State Line lineup of sauces. And you add this new horseradish they have. It's called Smoke Horse. And it's a horseradish with a smoky flavor to it. And they also have the brand new pineapple orange sauce, hot sauce. Check them all out. Get them online, StatelineSauceCo.com, and get sauced.
Of summer are at Towers Armory right now. Bulk ammo prices so good you'll think it's 2019. 9mm brass, 1,000 round cases, only $250. That's $12.50 a box. 223 brass, 100 round bags, $50. 7.62 by 39 steel case in 60 round bags, $30. These prices won't last due to gunpowder shortages. Are you ready for the fall deer hunting season? Towers Armory has what you need. Raven crossbows, the best of the best. Stop in today and get the lowest prices on Raven crossbows in the tri-state area. Towers Armory has the best state-of-the-art range in the area, up to 43 yards long with programmable carriers. Mention this ad and get range time for $15. Towers Armory is paying top dollar for your unwanted firearms and accessories. Even an old broken gun may have value. The process is simple, risk-free, and we can handle the paperwork and pay you on the spot.
We're Towers Armory. Are you ready?
It's been a long time. The official Eras tour book coming to Target on November 29th, featuring over 500 photographs from the tour, including never-before-seen performance and behind-the-scenes images. And for the first time, the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology, with 35 tracks on CD and vinyl.
Only at Target.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. It's Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get a $300 instant gift. Take 120 nights to love it or your money back. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
I got a line.
He got a line.
She got a line. We got 4 lines. Cricket Nation. 2 finger guns. Really easy. Super stress-free. 5G so fast. Like blazing fast. Games and memes. You'll have a blast. You can get fast 5G across 4 lines. You can get fast 5G across 4 lines. As we discuss, take it from us. We for our one Cricket Nation.
And only $25 a line. Welcome to more lines. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket 5G requires a compatible device. Is not available everywhere. Discount varies by line. Fees may apply. Terms and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
We're here with Tom Hudak from Regan Insurance Company. And if you've got a side hustle, a small business, part of the gig economy, you need to hear this.
If there's a record of them getting paid as a 1099 employee, they definitely want their own insurance. There's always a line to figure out when something is just going to be covered personally and when it's going to be covered as a business. And that's why we like to help families and family-owned businesses, because it's hard to find that line. For example, people who are doing delivery in their cars, that's not going to be covered under their auto policy unless they add that coverage on. So people who are doing that, whether it's delivering food or groceries or driving people around, they need to make sure that their auto policy is covering it. Maybe they started a small business online, or they're doing something. There comes a line where their personal home or auto policies aren't going to protect them. And it's good before they cross that line to make sure that they're covered.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-694-1010. That's 1-800-694-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. 1-800-694-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme.
Hey, I tell you, my friends over at TradeGenius.com, if you've been thinking about crypto and don't know how to do it, like I didn't know how to do it, I just had no idea what I was doing. I went to TradeGenius.com, bought my first crypto there, and it's super easy. I'm excited about it. They're a sponsor here at 107.7 The Wolf. If you go there, use the code WRADIO, diversify your portfolio into crypto. Don't put it all there. I'm not saying put it all there. I'm saying diversify.
Don't you? Who's that guy from boxing? What's his name? The promoter.
George Foreman?
No.
Oh, Don King?
Don King. Don't you go Don King in these people. Making things rhyme. Look, only invest what you can afford to invest.
Yes.
Right? Understand
Absolutely.
this. Crypto is like the stock market. And only invest what you can afford.
Yeah.
Don't and what you can see go up and down.
Well,
understand
because
that.
what I did was I'm like, all right, rent's due next week. I only have half of it, so I'm just going to put it that half into crypto
and watch it grow.
Yeah,
don't do that.
It was a good plan for me.
I have half of my rent invested in crypto. The other one I have in ESPN bets.
Oh my god!
Right?
Oh my god!
And Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership. Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Lance, the princess of property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy. Time for the Sex, Love, and Relationship Report. I got this great little thing here from a guy named Benny Blanco. You may not know who Benny Blanco is.
It sounds like a porn star.
Isn't that the guy that dates
Selena Gomez?
Yeah.
Yes, he dates Selena Gomez, but he's written every song for Bruno Mars almost. I mean, this is a guy, he's very accomplished, but he's a young, goofy-looking dude, and he's got Selena
Those are
Gomez.
always the ones that have feelings.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Like, those are the ones.
Selena is in love. They make a great couple, but they're like, they say opposites attract. Like he doesn't brush his hair. He just lives. And she's, always got to be beautiful and Selena Gomez and all this stuff. But you could tell it works. They're so genuine.
Works out for him though.
In what way?
Like he just gets to be a bum. And she has to wake up looking beautiful.
I know.
Like it's a win-win for him.
Oh, of course.
Like he's like, you know what? I don't brush my teeth. I fart every time I walk by.
That is him.
And she's got to be in heels all the time.
I know.
Like, so way to go, Benny.
Go Benny. Now Benny has he's 36, by the way. He's Stephen's age. Stephen B. Hardy's age. He's 36.
How does that make you feel?
And
I mean, I'm not jealous.
You're not?
You're jealous. I'm not jealous.
Yeah, you're jealous.
You're jealous. Tell me.
So Benny is offering 8 simple rules for being a sexy gentleman.
Oh, let's hear it, Benny.
You're not, though. Stop it. That is not fair.
I want to hear this
because
guy's
the
rules.
number one thing that makes him sexy is the fact that he writes songs,
or that he's not sexy.
Like she sees a depth of emotion in him that surpasses all the like the Birkenstockiness of him.
So you're saying he's another Ryan Roth?
Yes, that's exact. See that dude? No, you know what? Stop.
Hot.
Stop. You know what that is? It's hot because it's artsy, and he's
It's hot.
artsy, and that is why she's digging on him, and I get it, but you don't get to put out 8 sexy rules when you ain't.
There he is. He's
Stop. See, no.
Okay, not so sexy there.
See, understand. He is the exception. Do not do what he does.
Well, yeah, he got Selena Gomez because he's a celebrity. He writes music, but it's not because he does things.
It's not because he does these things.
It's all these 8 things. Plus, you need to write music for Bruno Mars. Should be number 9.
And you have to drive a Bugatti.
Right.
Like, understand that is the thing that he didn't put on. That's 9.
Well, here's what he has to say. He says these are 8 simple tips for being a sexy gent. They include learning how to cook.
Yes.
Even if you're terrible at cooking, your partner will like it because you did it. Ask your partner if what they want to eat. Don't try to cook them what you want to eat. If you don't know how to cook it, learn it. He says. He actually dropped a little cookbook too. So he's just trying to be chivalrous. Tell her how pretty she is.
Learn how to cook. Oh, by the way, did I tell you I wrote a cookbook?
All right, here's the second one. Make the first date an experience. The takeaway you want is your partner saying, "Oh my God, I'm calling my friend. This was the craziest thing. We were on the back of a tractor trailer flying, and he had me spinning out the." He said, "It's got to be something insane because you want to leave an impression." These are good so far.
They're really good,
right?
I'm really good as a woman.
You know what? It's funny. You could probably compile this list off of another list or another
or
list
AI
that has been made. These are not groundbreaking things.
He's not saying they're groundbreaking.
He's not dropping knowledge.
He might be to somebody who don't know it.
He is though. Here he says, because she's going to be going on a lot of first dates.
Yeah.
So you have to make your first date stand out. He said,
I've had some amazing first dates.
He said the one time Selena rented out a botanical garden for them and recalled making movie theater nachos for Gomez for Valentine's Day and deep frying her favorite pickles from Texas for her. So he found out her favorite pickles, had them shipped, and he fried up her pickles for her. I mean, that's it.
Rented out a whole stadium. Let me just go ahead and open up my checkbook.
Do you understand? Look, stop. This is the thing. What did I tell you? This guy has a depth of emotion that most men don't have. He writes love songs for the love of God. Like he writes music for Bruno Mars.
Keep making excuses.
He throws
Keep making excuses. Wait, you get to be an ass.
I will shoot a grenade for you.
Here we go.
That's the song he wrote. Understand that.
All right. More simple rules for being sexy gent. Dress for success. It's not about wearing the most expensive thing. It's about the perfect mix of high-low.
Yes.
Like a vintage Prada jacket with a killer thrift store find.
Oh yes, a vintage Prada jacket.
Love.
As you jump out of your vintage Bugatti.
Number 4, self-care counts. Good skin, not showering every day, and a signature scent. His is tobacco and cotton candy.
Well, I can't. I cannot with this hippie bitch.
It makes you smell. He said,
I think it's a good tip also.
Yeah, he said it makes you smell a little bit like a man and a little bit feminine. He goes the little mix of the tobacco and the cotton candy.
Is he also selling a cologne line for it?
I don't.
So let me just say, my dad ate a lot of cotton candy and my mom smoked.
So I'm not hating. I mean, the choice of fragrance is on you, but to have a man smell good and kind of have a signature smell every time you smell that, you think, yes, I think that's a good tip.
That is a good tip. Every man should have a signature scent.
You do, yeah, you do say that, Demetrius. So here and you dress like this guy. A vintage Prada jacket with a nice thrift store find. That's got your name written on it. I don't know what you're hating on.
So basically, you're hating on you.
You're hating on you.
But I want you guys to know I am the exception, not the rule.
God. Learning how to cook, that's you.
Lord Jesus, help this man over
I'm
here.
just saying this. Like, I don't. I will ruin your relationship if you try to be like me. You cannot.
This is why he hates him so much.
So dumb.
Now it's making sense.
Yeah, he's you. This dude is you. But you ain't dating Selena Gomez.
No, because she is a baby.
All right, here we go. Number 5.
And it would look weird.
Number 5, be a great host. Blanco said he loves to host dinner parties, often invites people who don't know each other or even shouldn't hang out together to make things interesting. I want someone who writes songs sitting next to an 80-year-old florist, he said. I think age is nothing but a number. I want a 3-year-old sitting next to a scientist and just hear what they're talking about because I know it's going to be some crazy ish.
Goo goo gaga.
You need to do.
Do you know about the solar system? Goo goo gaga.
You need to do a little more background on your guests if you're inviting children and they're like, look, according to the court, I'm not allowed to be allowed.
Oh my
What are you doing, Benny? I just thought you two should meet. Well, I thought I should meet them too.
More rules. Moms matter. Blanco's best friend is his mom, who he goes to the farmer's market with every Sunday. He also cooks her lunch. He gets her a new orchid every Mother's Day, and they go swimming and gossip together.
Oh
This
my
dude,
God,
I want to date
stop.
this dude.
See,
Well, you would.
I would. Turning gift giving into high art. Never get one thing that everyone else is buying by remembering something a friend said and using that memory to get them a gift that they actually want. To make things sexier, Blanco also noted most of the gifts are homemade. Gomez gets it. He says Gomez gets it. The first time he and Gomez realized they were going to be together, she made him a bear that said, "I miss you so much. You're going to be okay. I'll see you when I get back." And it was hand pressed.
By somebody else.
So wait a minute. Yeah, she didn't make. Would she go to Build-A-Bear and like?
It's homemade.
But here's my thing, right?
It's thoughtful.
Why what did the message say?
You're gonna be okay. I miss you, but you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be okay. I'll see you when I get back.
You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna leave. You're gonna be okay. I don't want you. Like, what is this boy doing at home when she's packing a bag? Is he curled up in the fetal position? She had to give him a teddy bear to reassure his.
No,
He's probably asking for her to share her location.
Yeah, probably. Oh my God.
And finally, tips from Benny Blanco, who's dating Selena Gomez. These are ways to be a sexy gent. No ghosting. Blanco has never completely blanked anyone. You have to be demonic to fully ghost someone because he thinks that a gentleman would never do that. I completely understand if you go out on a date and a guy's being totally creepy, you should totally ghost the F out of him. That's different. But I don't want to ghost anyone. I always link when...
I always leave the door open.
I always think...
this is going to be an issue, Bubby.
I always think whenever I'm doing...
Bubby.
I always think whenever I'm doing like that, I think about my mom and I'll say, "Ooh, I want to be... I want to treat this person like I would treat my mom and how I'd want someone to treat my mom." There you go.
Bubby.
What?
Look at him. I love how he's like how he explains why he keeps every ex's phone number in his phone. I love that. I never want anybody. I treat these women like I treat my mother.
Good.
I just
these
want
are
you
all
to know,
great. If you would stop hating, these are all great tips.
I will say this: that is the worst. That right there.
If Steven would pick up all 8 of these tips, he would have women live. Plus, he sings.
I think
he
would have them all.
Do you,
just not the money, maybe.
No, you don't have the money, but you cook for him. Take him out on an experience. You take him out on an experience.
Clearly, yeah.
Well, your first date.
Well, yeah, that's the cheapest
My
way to
first
do
date,
it.
I'm taking her to her house and I'm showing her where I'm standing.
where you're moving into.
It's going to be a very memorable date.
So right here, right in these bushes is where you'll see me.
Make sure you leave this window shade open.
I'm gonna need this light on. Just so I can.
Sometimes I get scared of the dark.
I can peer inside and tell you where you should move the tables.
So weird. There you go. That is your 8 tips from Benny Blanco on being a sexy gent for your sex, love, and relationship report. Here's traffic and weather. Shut up.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. We have some road work happening on Douglas. It's right in front of the Savage Arena at the University of Toledo. They're putting in a bridge over there, so avoid the area. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we're going to have clouds this morning and some light rain showers starting about 1 o'clock and continuing through the afternoon until 5. The overnight low will be 36. And Thursday morning, be ready. We're going to have some light rain and snow during the morning commute. Right now it is foggy and 44 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Got to tell my friends over at a Tea Tree Asian Bistro. Was there last night, had an amazing appetizer dinner. I'll tell you what, if that was a first date, I would be in my wife's pants so hard.
Oh my God.
After that. I mean, I it's easy now because we're married, but I'm just saying if that were a first date, because we did all appetizers and we're there and just having good conversation, and except my mom was there. But other than that, it was the first date my mom wouldn't have been there.
I got a surprise for you, Andrew. I was also
I brought
there.
someone special.
Check it out. Tea Tree Asian Bistro. They're located at Levis Commons in Perrysburg. You don't want to miss out on the amazing food experience.
Speaking of food, guys, it's Stephen B. Hardy from the Andrew Z and Demetrius in the Morning Show. I'm telling you about my friends at Holy Grail Wellness. They hooked me up with Ozempic. I am down 68 pounds and counting. If you want to start your journey today, make sure you pay a visit to www.thestabbynurse.com, or you can give them a call at 419-388-7760. Let them know Stephen B. sent you. You get $100 off for your first 3 months for any weight loss plan. Start changing your life today with Holy Grail Wellness.
Use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be. You'll every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry,
Coit Carpet Cleaning, Toledo's #1 carpet cleaning service. Their advanced carpet cleaning technology, solutions, and methods provide a deeper clean with a difference you can see. Don't be fooled by the other guys where they clean your carpet and then once it dries, all the spots are back. Coit trained technicians remove all the stubborn dirt and soils with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Coit today for your carpet and duct cleaning. 419-470-1333. Mention you listen to this radio station for 25% off at Coit.
Hey, it's Amy Davis with Tom from Wojo's Heating and Air Conditioning, talking about quality products and words of wisdom from Grandma.
What we do is we try to sell the very best products that are available, though, not just Lennox products, but we sell like Bradford White water heaters. Bradford White are just built heavier. They last longer. So I always remember what my grandmother told me. She was too poor to buy cheap stuff.
All right, and how do we get a hold of you here at Wojo's?
You can call us at 419-693-3220 or on the web at wojosheating.com.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius or two half geniuses and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large, because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms.
This Friday, I want to see you out at Derby's for the 1077 The Wolf Friday night All Request Live, where we actually play the songs you want to hear. We have some great drink specials, have some fun, play some great music. It's a great way to close out your week. This and every Friday, we're going to be at Derby's on Monroe Street, right in front of Chuck E. Cheese.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrewsy and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze. Demetrius in for Steve this morning.
All right. Well, I'd first like to start off the Sleaze with saying this.
Oh.
Sometimes we get it wrong. And when we get it wrong, we like to get ahead of it.
Okay.
Right? So yesterday, we may have reported that Pete Davidson was in rehab.
Yes.
Well, that was premature of us. I'm sorry I gave you premature entertainment news. I prematured entertainment over you. And I apologize. So now I am going to give you today's towel to clean yourself up.
All right. What is it? I need today's towel.
Maria Gorgas from The Bachelor says Pete Davidson is not in rehab and they never dated.
Oh.
The Bachelor alum posted on her Instagram story on November 19th to clear up speculation that had been circulating about a previous relationship between her and the comedian, which several news outlets had picked up. She posted, "Never dated Pete, period. False rumor." She wrote in a post on her stories, "I'm friends with his sister. Case closed." In a second post, Gorgas also clarified that Davidson is not in rehab and has been sober for months. "Can't believe this ish. It's very insulting to his recovery and my mental health." She wrote, "He's literally home." So,
way to make it about you.
With that being said, we apologize that we reported that stupid rumor.
By the way, we haven't been talking about, I didn't know about this. I just got a text in, Stephen. Not only was Stephen great last night at karaoke, and not only was his dad great, but his sister was great as well.
Oh, yeah.
Your sister sings too?
Oh, yeah.
Is she good?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What is she? What's her specialty?
Oh, she likes like Carrie Underwood. She really likes to sing Adele. Just like love songs, stuff
They're
like
like
that.
the Wood County Van Trapp.
I know. Why don't you guys just get a van or a bus?
So long, farewell, la vida and adieu.
I mean, they're all a little bigger, so it
yeah.
has to be a van.
Yeah.
I mean, a bus. It'd be a bus. But
Oh yeah, I got to be a little bit of a bus. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And just go town to town and just sing.
I told her I wanted her to, because like her and I do a couple duets that we have it down, you know. So
she's gonna come in.
Yeah, I told her I'd like her to. I want to practice with her and have her in for a duet, just like I did with my dad. So yeah, she's a really great singer.
All right. Back to you, Demetrius.
Okay. So much like most of America, when you get something for free and it doesn't work out, your first initial reaction is to what? Let's sue somebody. So that's right. After the horrible technical difficulties of the Tyson-Paul fight, people who got it for free decided they needed some kind of financial compensation for not being able to watch a free fight.
Well, it's not free if you're paying the subscription. Yeah.
Look, you have other things on Netflix to watch. Do not complain about something that would be regularly a pay-per-view event that you would pay $99 for, when all you had to do was have a $5.99 a month per subscription.
Except, shouldn't they have given you a warning? Because, like, what if you had a party? Like, what if you had a watch party at your house?
Oh my God,
and you
I
had
can't
10
believe
people
it gave you time to get to know one another. Oh,
Yeah.
Did you two have to speak?
But the point of it
Isn't
was
that what Benny Blanco wanted in his
Right?
list?
Oh.
All right.
I got him speechless.
Right.
A Florida man named Ronald Blue Denton, because of course he's got to have a name. His middle name's got to be a color. Blue Denton has filed a class action lawsuit calling Netflix failure legendary. He's suing for breach of contract and other offenses, seeking unspecified damages.
Unspecified damages.
Yep.
Your pride?
Yep.
And what are you gonna? I mean, you get $10. I mean, that's you put more into the lawsuit.
First of all, shame on the attorney who was like, "I'm willing to write this paper up."
I swear.
Piece of crap.
Exactly.
Shame on you. Your shingle should be shoved in your anyway.
That's the thing. That's the thing about these class action lawsuits. Like, okay, you're gonna get $10. The lawyer's gonna get millions. It's he's the only one that makes any money off this stupid
Pretty
thing.
much.
By the way, I did get a text message. D, you're wrong. I'm paying 100% for the 92% of service you're providing. I should get a rebate of 8% of the time that it wasn't working during the fight. There you go. So what's 8% of $10? 80 cents.
The fact that you worked out that math equation tells me you're probably alone.
Oh,
Demetrius Nicodemus.
I'm just
I
saying.
apologize for him.
Yes.
We need that.
So this is
siren.
This is entertainment news just for me.
Oh, there we go. Even put a disclaimer on it.
I see. The views and opinions expressed by Demetrius. Oh, you should read that, Stephen.
All right.
Go ahead. Hold on. Go.
The views and opinions expressed by Demetrius Nicodemus are his alone and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of 1077 The Wolf.
Yes, we definitely need to keep that going.
But kind of does. All right. So this is just for me. EGOT winner Rita Moreno is getting her own Barbie. I'm just saying she's still hot.
I love her.
She's still hot.
She's a treasure for sure.
And she's about to be 93 years old.
Wow.
Hey, what about EGOT? Does anyone know what an EGOT is?
Yes.
Well, then you be quiet. Anyone else know what an EGOT is?
It's someone who's won all the awards.
What awards?
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and the Tony.
Yep.
Good job, K2.
Nice. By the way, Demetrius, she said, I am married and Andrew read way too much. She reads way too much. There you go. All right, let's see. One more. Is that it?
Sure, I got one more.
All
It's really quick and kind of sad.
Okay.
Netflix's sexy snowman movie, Hot Frosty, has a better Rotten Tomatoes score than Gladiator 2.
That's just because women women get horny.
That is.
Are you really?
If there is any, I mean, granted, if we thought like there was a point,
prove it.
In
what were your
America's
scores
in America's history that this it was truly the end. We thought it was like early November, but let me just tell you right now, reading that when Hot Frosty is better than a Denzel movie, throw yourself in front of a bus.
Well,
there is no hope for society.
Yes,
I don't believe it.
For those who don't know, Dr. D, see, Hot Frosty is a movie where she brings a snowman to life because she can't find love.
Yeah, she has sex with him. It's weird.
It's gross. She creates this love bond with him before he melts.
Oh my gosh.
Hot Frosty. It's new on Netflix with Lacey.
Oh my God.
Lacey Chabert.
Every time I get so close to you, you seem to be so frigid.
Wow.
It's a one-night stand that turns into a waterbed in the morning.
That is.
You don't have to worry about him leaving because he died.
Steve Sleaze on the 50s, brought to you by Coit Carpet Cleaning Service, the number one carpet cleaner in all of Toledo. Call Coit today, get 25% off your service. Coit Carpet Cleaning.
From the Nationwide Auto Finance Studios, we have hundreds of nice newer vehicles to choose from at Nationwide Auto Finance. Visit nationwidetoledo.com to learn more.
Come in for deals even crazier than mine.
This is WPFX, Lucky Toledo, 1077 The Wolf.
Mixing it live on the ones and twos. This is DJ Harvey.
When the la hits your lyrics, just picture and so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you. Format bent you. Back through that maze I sent you. Talking to the rap inventor. The game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather. Women and the sticky green. No seat, please. Papa ain't soft. Dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost. Got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up. Man, cause I got my... And my forfeit, the game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the N-O-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. You drew a picture on my morning, but you couldn't make my day. I'm rocking and you're yawning, but you never look
I'm getting at. Who think it's wrong cause I was splitting and co-hitting that? Well, if you do, that's OPP and you're not down with it. But if you don't, here's your membership. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every line's on me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? For the ladies, OPP means something gifted. The first two letters the same, but the last is something different. It's the longest, loveliest, lean. I call it the leanest. It's another five-letter word rhyming with cleanest and meanest. I won't get into that. I do it sort of properly. I say the last P stands for property. Now, lady, here comes a kiss. Blow a kiss back to me. Now tell me exactly. Have you ever known a brother who had another like a girl or wife? And you just had to stop a toast because he looked just that nice. You looked at him, he looked at you, and you knew right away. He had someone, but he was gonna be yours anyway. You couldn't be seen with him at all, and still you didn't care. Cause in a room behind it, don't know one but y'all are there. When y'all are finished, y'all can leave it, only y'all would know. And y'all can throw that skeleton bone right in the closet door. Now don't be shocked, cause if you're down, I want your hands up high. Say OPP. I like to say with pride. Now when you do it well and make sure that it counts. You're now down with a discount. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. You're down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every last lady. You're down with LPP.
Bring it. Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships, test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z, Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy, and Dr. D is here for Ask Dr. D. Dr. Dietrich Hickey, owner of Serenity Health and Wellness, Serenity Nail Salon, motivational speaker, licensed counselor, and author. You can get us your questions for Dr. D as well right now. Dr. D, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a little better. Yeah, you know, it's a lingering one. There's a lot of yuck going around, and this particular yuck that a lot of people are getting is definitely lingering.
One thing you were talking about off the air that I wanted to bring up was divorce. Man, I'll tell you what.
John, if you're listening, it had nothing to do with us. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You kind of set me up for that one.
It seems like in 2024, it's just a matter of time. Like, I think staying married for till death do you apart, I think is now the it has now become the minority rather than the rule. What is that?
Majority.
The exception rather than the rule. Everyone is getting divorced. Like couples that I thought were you're like perfect for each other. Nope, divorce.
Right.
I just think that it's becoming more and more prevalent.
It's an epidemic.
It is an epidemic.
Yeah.
I think it's because they don't share locations.
Oh my God.
What do you think?
I think it's because they do.
What do you think, Dr. D? I mean, are you seeing this trend?
I am. And to Demetrius's point, it started, this momentum started in COVID time when they were sharing the same space so much, and they realized they didn't really like each other. They realized they weren't overly compatible. They realized that,
or they just grown.
Yeah,
some
and they've
people
grown
grow
up and grown apart.
Don't,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's okay.
Finish
I was just gonna say, so I do think that's where the momentum started, and then just like anything else, a trend, whether it's clothing, whether it's something that people are drinking or pickleball, whatever it might be, things catch on and things. So it is, and I'm not saying it's like contagious or everybody's doing it, so I'm going to do it. But it does justify your questioning of it when everybody around you could go into a room at any time and there's probably somebody that's going through a divorce. It makes you feel more justified with your thoughts, and it makes people easier to follow through with something when they don't feel alone.
Do we think, and this is just speculation by everyone, so do we think that people are not liking each other more? Like, I can't stand you more these days? Or is it because we just put up with it more before, and now we're not putting up with it anymore?
I think it's both.
Go ahead, Demetrius. What do you think?
You know what? I believe if you poll 100 people on this, like within this area, and ask them what their definition of marriage is, none of them would say work. None of them would say work. They would say it's happiness, it is this, it is that. But nowhere would you hear somebody say marriage is work. And when people get into marriage, they find out and are quickly disillusioned that it is not happy all the time. And if you want it to be happy, you have to put in work. And people don't like work when it is unexpected. They don't like to put in the effort because they feel like marriage should be effortless. I should just be in this and you should know me and you should do these things. And those are just things that should be done. And it is unspoken. And if you truly love me, you would know me. And so when they are disillusioned with that, when they find out that it is actual work to take place to get to know somebody and work to take place to get over some of the things that irritate you about that person, it is work. Then they go like this, I don't like it. And then they wash their hands and they look for the next person that they don't have to work.
Well, and they just choose not to. Like a lot of people, if they don't have to go to work, they don't go. Just like your traditional work. That's why some people can't have a work from home or independent or have to hold themselves accountable, because in general, most people don't want to work. So if you're in a position where you don't want to work, you just don't work. And then to Demetrius's point, if you don't work and then you don't work and you don't work, the other facets of the relationship start failing. And then there's other reasons to leave.
But I also think that some relationships, somebody is working and they're working very hard, but the other person decides they're
one-sided.
not. And so you can only work so hard for so long.
That's a great
and
point.
Be in this relationship working alone.
Yeah, that's a great point, because now not only do people not want to work, you need both people to be on the same page and willing to put that time and energy and effort into it. And then it becomes, if people would just hang on a little, not that people don't, because I know people do try really hard and they go to counseling and oftentimes it still doesn't work. I'm not talking about those people. I don't think any of us are. But those people that are just so quick to leave and transition to somebody else where it's going to be just as much work likely, you know, it eventually it's the work isn't as challenging. You know, John and I have been together 28 years. Is it still work? Absolutely. Are there still issues sometimes? Sure. But when you get to that deep connection and you've gone through so much and you've already navigated, when you do this and it makes me upset, could you do this instead? And then both people care enough to agree, it does get easier. You just have to commit to doing it.
Wow.
So yeah,
Very
it's bad.
well said.
It's a lot. It's very common.
Well,
and it's sad.
is the world more stressful now? Is everything more stressful now, or is it the same as it's always been? Because I feel that there are more stresses out there too that tax relationships.
Do you know? I feel like and it's kind of fun. The fact I feel like connectivity has ruined relationships.
Right.
Like, there was a time when you could be married and like the husband and the wife, the guy would go out to work and you wouldn't hear from him for 12 hours, right? It'd be 12 hours of no contact. He would be at work. He would do his work thing. He would eat his lunch. He would come home and then you would talk. And then the next day he'd be gone for another 12 hours.
Yeah.
Now we have the ability to text somebody instantly. And now we find reasons for why we're not responding. You know, and then all of a sudden we create reasons for why we should be hurt. Because if you really love me, it would take 5 seconds to just respond back. And that kind of thing. We manufacture reasons to be hurt.
Well, on the other point of that too is that you now have lost something to talk about. You know, at the end of the day, you want to talk about your day. But
I texted you my entire day while my day was happening. You are literally watching the CNN of my life right now. There is a ticker of what is going on, and it's called your phone.
And you've shared my location the whole time, so you know
where I'm at.
I don't even have to tell you because you know where I'm at.
Yeah, so you sit there, then you're sitting there at home at night, and then you're both on your phone because there's nothing to talk about.
So what'd you do today? I'm gonna have to ask you to scroll.
Scroll through the messages.
Yeah, I do. I agree with all of that. But I'm gonna stick to. I do think ultimately, if I had to pick one reason, I think that there's always been problems. It was just different. I think that there were a lot of wives and husbands that were upset or felt in a loveless marriage in the 50s and in the 60s and beyond. But I do think they didn't want their kid to be the only one in class with divorced parents. They didn't want to be the one in the subdivision that was divorced. They didn't want to be the only one in the family that was divorced. And as time has gone and it has become normalized, it gives people that push. Well, now those things that I just listed aren't apparent anymore. So I'm going to go ahead with what I think is going to make me happier. So I do think I agree with the new problems and all of that 100%. I just think they were a little different, but I think they were there. And I think there was a lot. I mean, look at the baby boomers. You talk to people, our parents, our grandparents, and these women were not happy. They did not, they were not happy. They were not treated equally in a marriage or in the world and whatnot. And a lot, they were, they were treated oftentimes as workers just in the home. And there was just different reasons. So I really think because it's gotten normalized is why it's so prevalent now.
I have to agree because my mom, my parents were the first to get divorced in my whole school.
Oh,
wow. And when my mom got a divorce, she was kicked out of the church, and she used to go to church 3 times a week. And it was like, and then of course we lived in this big house, and then we moved into a trailer court. So like, it was like, I remember like other moms, I would hear other moms, because my mom back in the day was hot. And I remember other moms walking by, going to school, talking about my mother. I mean, it was like, it was definitely it was like crazy during that time.
Do you mind sharing the why or what her final push was to give her the strength to?
It wasn't her, it was my father.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
That's unusual.
My dad, and I love him, and he has did the work and changed a lot. But my dad was in Vietnam, and when he came, they got married when he when he left, they created
lay down, Kelly.
They created me, and he came back 3 months later after boot camp, and they got married. And then he went to Vietnam. And when he came back, he was truly changed. He was on the front grounds of Vietnam. Of course, he's not really talking about it, but you can only imagine the horror he saw. And it took him, he came back, and he struggled a lot in his life. And during that time, they were struggling as a couple, and he ended up saying, like, this is not good for either of us. And then he broke it off, and my mother was devastated.
2 things on that. Well, first of all, thank you. I think it's important. I know it's hard. All of us are vulnerable around this table, and sometimes it's hard to share stuff like that. But I think, we need to remember there's listeners that can relate to us and, enjoy hearing things like that to feel relatable. But I do want to just throw out there, this is why people say shame on churches too.
Yeah.
I know that's a totally different point, but for her to get kicked out of her church, and everybody knows that specific situation, and that she was not even the one to make that decision, that is the conflict that a lot of people have with some of the churches.
But let me share the rest of my story, because for my dad did the work. He met a beautiful woman. They've been together for like almost 40 years now. She changed his life. She is an amazing stepmother to me. And all I can say is they are like the definition of how I would love to live my life. I mean, they're a great couple. They love each other. They joke with each other. It was the right thing to do.
Sometimes it's the right thing. That's kind of what I was trying to say. I'm not talking to those times when you go to counseling, all the things, and sometimes it is the right decision.
I mean, they're wonderful, and I mean, it's a hard work in progress.
And back to the church thing, it's like, and that's why there's been such a spring up of Church Light, these church with amplifiers, because they don't judge. I mean, these denominational churches are judging you so hard, and then they left the door open for all these people that, hey,
organized religion is the worst thing that ever happened to God.
Stop.
It is. I mean, once you put man in charge of something, like clearly,
I mean, you see, there's a scandal in every church. Doesn't matter what
because
denomination
understand this, and this is just my personal opinion, right? God ain't broke. He don't need your money. He's never needed your money. God has never been like, bro, I'm like 3 sun payments behind, or they're about to turn off the lights. Like, that ain't a thing. Like, that's a thing for man. God don't want your money, and you don't have to go to a building to be represented or to say that you are there with him. That's not a thing. He's everywhere.
I don't consider myself a hugely religious guy. I do go to church on occasion, and I believe in God. But wouldn't the church be where everyone got together because it's other like-minded people where you could share your love of God?
If I'm not mistaken, Jesus said, "Where there people who are gathered in my name, that is church."
Yeah.
So anywhere that there is more than one person who are there to talk about who I am, then there you have church.
Yeah. Well, but then that building's got to get paid for. The lights got to be on.
Yeah, and I need my Cadillac.
Pastor's got to drive his Cadillac.
Pastor needs his yacht.
Don't forget about that Rolex.
And I do think
you want him to preach with no Rolex on?
Jesus needs me to tell really nice time.
Yes, and I do think that this falls just
I got a
like,
Rolex sundial. That's what he was sporting.
Just like everything else that. Why does there have to be extremes?
Right.
And because I can agree with both of those. The lights need to be on, bills need to be paid, the pastor needs to have a salary, but that's the problem. It gets extreme when you're asking for people for 10% of their income and more. Then you have the Rolex and the lavish vacations and things like that, when it is supposed to be a humble career. But if they gave no money, then they wouldn't be able to keep the lights on.
Right.
And so if we could just find that balance, but I do think that organized religion, I mean, we could have a whole friggin' day on it, but because I am, I don't know what I am. I've always been a little spiritually challenged, but at the same time, I do know that people will be like, I don't need to go to church. God and I have a thing. I don't need that. And that is for them. For me personally, I do miss, and I'm looking for a church, that weekly accountability, because I do think that most churches do teach goodness. And anytime I would leave, I would realize I wasn't having grace and gratitude. I wasn't keeping things in perspective, and you just feel a little better. And so I do like that. But at the same time, I can't find one that's just not judgmental, doesn't have those weird rules, that doesn't make me feel like, I mean, even non-denomination is much less judgmental, I think, but they're still there. I mean, it's still judgment, and it's still, I just can't connect. And so it's a tough thing for everybody, I think.
All right. So I do have a question for you, Dr. D. So one that's come in. So switching subjects, obviously. Okay. Switching subjects. I've been living with someone for 4 years. When we started living together, his son was incarcerated. His son is 33. He's been in trouble since he was 15. His dad keeps bailing him out. I used 2 of my credit cards to help raise the $11,000 bail to get him out of jail. In exchange, he agreed to put a new roof on to help us around the house. So, it made sense for me. Well, now he has completed none of the tasks we asked of him, and his dad keeps helping him any way he can. We had to pay his rent at the rehab so he wouldn't be kicked out. This has created a rift between me and my boyfriend, who thinks I'm being selfish and greedy. Am I wrong for no longer wanting to help financially? We get along great until this happened, until his son started doing this kind of stuff, Dr. D.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, there's a lot of relationships that are challenged and eventually end because of a stepchild. But I think that yeah, you need to be supportive of your boyfriend, and that's his child. And the fact that he's still in rehab, it's still very new, it's still very fresh. If you were talking about like a decade down the road, to me personally is a little bit different. It just goes back to needing boundaries. Like, okay, let's talk about it. This is your son. I love him because I love you, and therefore, we're gonna do this together. I want to respect your decisions. I would also appreciate if you could respect mine, and let's come up with a timeline. Let's come up with a budget. But to want him to completely cut the son off when he truly feels he is in a journey and he's trying, they're not going to be perfect. And nobody's perfect, but especially somebody in rehab who just got out of jail. So I do think that, putting that hard line in the sand is not the way to go.
Someone I did get a text in, it said 2 words: leave, girl.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They're not married. I don't know. Some people might think that makes a difference, or it doesn't. If it's too much of a red flag for you and you are unhappy and you think that you're just being completely dismissed, I think that there are underlying issues and other red flags as far as communication. and compatibility and mutual respect, that would be a different reason why run, girl, run. But just because he's giving his child some support at this point, right after he got out of jail, I don't think would be the reason if everything else is perfect.
I would say run, boy, run, run. Because honestly, you can't trust a woman who's willing to hire a drug addict to put a roof on your house. What are you doing? That makes no sense. She makes poor financial decisions.
No, if he's a roofer,
he's not a roofer. He ain't a roofer.
Yeah, but it's like
let's be real.
If you can work, just like everybody's a bowler. Everybody could.
I'm gonna get you out of jail. You got to promise to put a roof on my house. Sure, I can. I got YouTube. Get out of here.
All right. So let's take a break. We got more questions coming up for Dr. D. It's Ask Dr. D. Here is traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. On Douglas Avenue, in front of Savage Arena at the University of Toledo, we do have some road work going on as they're putting a bridge in that way. So be prepared for some delays over in that direction. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias, low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Palace forecast. Today we're going to have clouds this morning with light rain showers starting about 1 o'clock, going through the afternoon till about 5. The overnight will be a low of 36. And be ready, Thursday morning, we're going to have light rain and snow during that morning commute. Right now, it is 46 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices on thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon, or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf.
Gotta tell you, my friends over at State Line Sauce, the #1 hot sauce in all of Toledo. If you haven't tried State Line yet, now is the time, especially with the 2 new offerings. They have the horseradish, the smoke horse, which is a horseradish with a smoky flavor to it. And they got the new pineapple orange, which Kelly brought up, which is a great point, that a lot of people like their little citrus in their turkey, in their basting process or the cooking process. Maybe put a little pineapple orange hot sauce in that thing to give you a spicy turkey. Change it up a little bit for Thanksgiving. Don't be doing it the same way you always done it. Check it out. Go to StatelineSauceCO.com, and you need to get sauced today to have it here for Thanksgiving.
The house with the cracked cement at the base of the house. This usually means the home's foundation is shifting. Not good. Structural damage to your home's foundation can destabilize the entire home and place it in jeopardy of collapse. Toledo Basement Repair can fix that, all at a reasonable price, and they'll make it stay that way. Windows and doors that were stuck will work normally again. Cracks in the walls will become repairable. If your foundation is in trouble, call Toledo Basement Repair at 419-504-HOME. 419-504-HOME.
Hey, it's Stephen B. Hardy from the Andrew Z. and Demetrius in the Morning Show. Pumped to tell you about our newest sponsor at Holy Grail Wellness. Holy Grail is the newest and hottest name in the weight loss game, with all kinds of amazing options to choose from to get you a big head start on your weight loss journey. Stop in at 200 Airport Highway in Wasion, or call and ask for Kendra or Callie at 419-388-7760. Join me on my journey while starting yours today at Holy Grail Wellness.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme alongside the beefy 5-layer burrito, double stacked taco, chips with nacho cheese sauce, and medium drink. All for just $7. It's your wallet's favorite cheesy crunchy combo, here for a limited time. Grab yours and relive the decades, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for price and participation with varies. Drinks with food freezes. Tax extra.
Oh, could this vintage scene be any cuter, right? And the best part? Except Discover. Except Discover? In a little place like this? I would think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's exactly where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't have a parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. Black Friday starts now. Trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's up to $1,900 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Hurry into Verizon this Black Friday. Service plan required for Watch and Tab. Up to $1,900 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king for the price of a queen and a free adjustable base with select Sealy beds, all with a low price guarantee. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
We're here with Tom Hudak from Regan Insurance Company. And if you've got a side hustle, a small business, part of the gig economy, you need to hear this.
It's also a lot more difficult to get coverage for a new business if you didn't get coverage right when it started. For the exact reason that you said, if somebody's calling to get insurance because they already have a problem, that's happening way too often. There's companies who are looking to protect themselves, set everything up the right way, and those are low risk. They might have a claim, and companies are more than happy to take a chance on startup companies who are doing everything the right way. But somebody who's not doing it the right way, trying to skirt by, they're going to be higher risk, and the companies know that. And it can be difficult and maybe not even be able to get insurance because it wasn't started before the business. We'll be happy to go over it with you. We're never going to try to talk you into anything. We just want to make sure you have the information you need.
How can we get a hold of you at Regan Insurance Company, Tom?
They can call us at 419-292-0001 or online at reganins.com. It's REGANINS.com.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called Select Quote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with Select Quote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family...
I got to tell you about my friends over at Trade Genius. If you're thinking about doing crypto, by the way, I did get a text message in at 419-345-3375. Someone said, if I put crypto in my pants, will it grow? No, it will.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely will not. Jeez.
Our listeners.
I know, right? It will not. So, but you put your money in, you watch that grow. Go to tradegenius.com, buy your first crypto. That's how I did it. It's super easy. They're a sponsor of the show. Use the code WRADIO, radio with a W in front of it, to diversify into crypto today.
Andrew C. and Demetrius in the morning.
Driven by the Taylor Automotive family of fine cars, Northwest Ohio's largest car dealership, Cadillac, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia vehicles, along with quality used cars from top import and domestic automakers. Stop into one of their dealerships. Test drive a new car, truck, van, or SUV today. I'm Andrew Z. Demetrius, Nicodemus, Kelly Latz, the Princess of Property from Howard Hanna Realty, K2, the Baroness, Stephen B. Hardy, and, of course, Dr. D is here for Ask Dr. D. And I do have another question for you, Dr. D.
Sounds good.
I have been with my girlfriend for a year and a half. We're both in our 40s, very independent. Her mother struggles with our relationship because we are two women. Kelly. We've been shocked all day. She has told...
I'm not shocked over that.
I know. She's like, been there, done that.
What?
That's not true.
Okay. Oh.
She said, I told you that in secrecy.
Her
Blow that story back.
Kelly, you could have just went with it for the listeners.
It's my wildest dream. How about that?
Her mother has told her that our relationship is an embarrassment for her. She didn't know her daughter was a lesbian until we began seeing each other. Her mom has said that if I were a man, she would be thrilled. She knows I love her daughter and treat her well, but she cannot get over the fact this is 2024.
Yeah.
People can't get over the fact that we are gay. I am perplexed about what to do. Our relationship is stable. We're both happy, but his but this bothers both of us. I don't want her to feel torn between her mother and me, especially since we were discussing marriage. Is there anything I can do to ease the tension?
Show her videos.
Stop it.
Ay.
Right?
Come on, we all know that's the porn we watch.
All right. Go ahead, Dr.
My answer to that is no. I don't think there's anything that you're going to do except keep being you. Obviously, there's already been a statement that the mother likes your personality, and if you were a man, but if that's the only issue, the only thing that's going to fix that is time, understanding. You should not get in the middle. A mother-daughter conversation I do recommend, but you being part of it, I don't. And I just think the daughter needs to say, I understand where you're coming from, and I'm sorry to have disappointed you. I do think in time you will embrace and love and appreciate that my happiness. I know ultimately you love me and you want me to be happy, but I do understand that this is different than how you were raised on what's right and wrong. And I hope that one day you will embrace this, because the last thing I want is for our relationship to be tarnished. And if the daughter has that conversation, then it's just going to take time. And I don't think that you should adapt, like, okay, now we shouldn't get married, now we shouldn't do this. Do I think that you should maybe tweak PDA in front of the parents? Yes, I do recommend that, with even though they should be able to hold hands and kiss and all the things just like straight couples. If your parents aren't there yet,
I do as well.
I agree.
You guys should
I'd
start
say
with a
you
hug.
do it until they get used to it, madam.
You guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I say. Maybe your mom doesn't like it, but I guarantee your dad's now is a fan.
This is his daughter.
He's like,
Stop
are
being a
we
weirdo.
inviting them over
Daughter.
again? I love
being
it
a
when they
weirdo.
come over.
his daughter, and you're both assuming that they're lipstick lesbians,
Right?
Aren't they all? I mean, you don't want
in your mind they are.
driving one.
I see. Yes, I knew that.
Don't bring
assumption.
one home looking like Arnold.
You know, it's interesting, Dr. D. Getting back to the question, it is, Dr. D, it's interesting. Look, you just have to live your life. Like, there are people that hate me, but you know what? I just continue to live and do my best and do what I can and whatever. And there's people that have come around. They'll be like, you know what? Now I get to know you. That I don't hate you.
I just dislike you. I
I just mildly dislike you. And I see that is a progress. But please just keep loving it. Keep loving her daughter, and keep being good to them and being a good couple together and being happy and positive energy. And mom will probably come around eventually. Otherwise, it's mom's issue.
Yeah,
agreed.
I do agree with that, but I do have to play devil's advocate a little bit, because as much as what I do for a living and everything, I'm all about everything you just said. Positive energy, be you, don't compromise yourself, be your authentic self. I can 100% agree with that. But when it comes to somebody's parent who is causing your significant other stress because they haven't embraced you, if you could tweak a little bit as a gift to your significant other to comply a little bit. And it's a game. It is a game of life. And it looks like, well, why should I have to do that? Why should I have to do that? Because it's a gift to my significant other, because they're in the middle. No matter how much their parent disapproves, that's still their mother.
This is very important, actually. It's like, well, why should I have to do that? You shouldn't have to do that, but do it for you. But do it because it's the right thing to do. And having a good relationship and not trying to be like, too many people don't think that way anymore. People are like, well, you don't like it, too bad. This is who I am, and you just got to take it. Blah, blah. It's like, no, dude, it just takes a little bit of give.
A little bit. And sometimes even for selfish reasons, I find myself doing that with Serenity clients. Like, I know that they're wrong. I know in some cases, but it's not worth my stress level or them leaving a 1-star review or them not coming back, and then my therapist has lost a client. So sometimes you just have to tweak, even though they're being unrealistic or unrational. Because let's just say somebody was sick and we had to cancel on them because someone was sick, and then they just berate us and they're going off. And I want to stay true to my authentic self, and it would not be how I typically talk to them, to calm them down. And sometimes it's for selfish reasons. You just have to play the game of life and look at the big picture. And sometimes that means not just doing you and not worrying about
Right.
it. Sometimes you just have to think one step further.
Just in general, like our society, it's like, I don't give an F. That's who this is. I don't. Well, you guys start giving a few more Fs because you look like a moron. You look like an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Start
You know
giving
what?
an F. Like you're in Walmart. I don't give an F. I'm like,
I'm really tired of people living their authentic selves. I need to see some unauthentic people. I liked you
You're a
better
little
when
too
you were
authentic.
when you were inauthentic. I liked you when you were faking it. The real you sucks.
What are you gonna say, Kelly?
I think one of my girlfriends just said, I give 0 Fs.
I have no more Fs to give.
And she says, and Kelly, you give all the Fs because I care about everything. And then so there has to be a
Medium,
middle ground.
I agree. But this whole society that we are part of now, where nobody gives an F, well, you look ridiculous. You look totally ridiculous because you have to give some Fs for something.
Yes.
It's so dumb.
I agree.
All right, Dr. D. So what is going on at Serenity Health and Wellness Serenity Nail Salon?
We are gearing up for Black Friday. Believe it or not, it is next Friday.
Can you believe it?
Yes, 1 week from this Friday.
I can't wait for Caucasian Wednesday.
Yes.
You're not invited.
50%.
You get to go to both.
Yeah.
I thought every day was
It was
Caucasian
Caucasian
Day,
Wednesday.
except for on Black Friday.
Oh,
You get 1 day.
I'm really offended because they go, everything's a steal.
We'll take the other 364 days. You get 1 day.
Yes, yes. Well, we do start our preview and we do start selling our Black Friday on Caucasian Wednesday, which is the 27th. I wouldn't go there like Costco and Home Depot, all the places that started it like a month ago, but we do start. So 1 week from today, you will have access to our amazing Black Friday specials. 3-hour spa day for $99, $5 infrared saunas. We have mani-pedi specials for $59 and all kinds of things. So go to serenitymommy.com as it gets closer. You can buy your certificates online, or they can just be directly emailed to you or a loved one, or you can print them off, or you can come in and we'll make it all shiny in a nice envelope with a bow.
All right, and Dr. D, we are off next week. We'll be back the first week of December.
All right.
All right. Let's get into traffic and weather.
From the Taylor Automotive Traffic Center, I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. On Douglas Avenue in front of University of Toledo Savage Arena, there is some construction going on as they're putting in a bridge that way. Maybe avoid the area. Taylor Kia is dropping it like it's hot, dropping the prices on all new Kias. Low prices and low payments, and get up to $5,000 more for your trade-in, plus no payments for 90 days. A huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The Taylor Kia Drop It Like It's Hot sale going on now. Here's your Furniture Pals forecast. Today we're going to have clouds this morning with some rain starting about 1 p.m. That's going to go through the afternoon until 5 o'clock. And the overnight low will be 36. But Thursday morning, there's going to be light rain and snow during that morning commute. Be ready. Right now, it's 46 outside. Furniture Palace, where everything you see is always on sale. Furniture Palace has the guaranteed lowest prices and thousands of in-stock name brand items, plus no credit-needed financing. 4 convenient locations: Central Avenue in Toledo, Reynolds Road in Maumee, Woodville Road in Northwood, and Navarre Avenue in Oregon. Or online at FurniturePalaceToledo.com. That's your traffic and weather. I'm K2 the Baroness on 107.7 The Wolf. Woo!
It's my friends over at Tea Tree Asian Bistro, the #1 Asian spot in all of the 419. They have lunch specials today from 11:30 until 2:30. They do lunch specials every Monday through Saturday, and you get $5 sushi rolls, $9 entrees. 4:30 to 6:30, they have happy hour, which are drink specials and appetizer specials. Plus, speaking of appetizers, you tell them you listen to this show on this radio station, they'll give you $10 off your appetizer. Tea Tree Asian Bistro. They are located at Levis Commons in Perrysburg. And there you go.
Who's bad?
Well, if you guys eat too much and you're starting to feel a little chunky, make sure you pay a visit to www.thestabbingnurse.com. over there at Holy Grail Wellness. They will hook you up with some Ozempic. I am currently on it. I'm down 68 pounds and counting. So like I said, visit them at the Stabby Nurse. Get some more information if you want to call. It's 419-388-7760. Let them know Stephen B sent you. You get $100 off for your first 3 months of any weight loss plan. Start changing your life today with Holy Grail Wellness.
At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's winds blowing across a fruited plain, and also your new fire pit, which subsequently sets your gazebo ablaze. It's hard-hitting football, and an even harder-hitting price estimate from your general contractor. That's a star-spangled bummer. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
The official Eras tour book coming to Target on November 29th, featuring over 500 photographs from the tour, including never-before-seen performance and behind-the-scenes images. And for the first time, the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology, with 35 tracks on CD and vinyl.
Only at Target.
We all know Toledo is the place where brands go to test new food and drink product. Well, Toledo is doing it again. A brand new adult beverage has taken over the 419. There's nothing like it in the country. Turtles Brew Sweet Tea and Bourbon, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. It comes in some amazing flavors, such as cherry lime sweet tea and bourbon, orange vanilla sweet tea and bourbon, raspberry peach sweet tea and bourbon, and many more flavors are coming soon. Get Turtles Brew at
Marino's Beverage Depot, Vulcan Wine and Liquor, Sean's Irish Tavern, all 3 locations, Glass City Beverage Center, Joseph's Beverage Center.
Or ask for it by name at your favorite bar, restaurant, or where you purchase your adult beverages. If you know an establishment that should carry Turtles Brew, drop us a line at turtlesbrew.com. A portion of all sales is donated to support efforts to save sea turtles. Turtles Brew, a bourbon lover's tea.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
The 90s called. They said the Gordita Supreme is so back in the new $7 Lux Cravings box from Taco Bell. It's all looking fresh to death with the pillowy 90s Gordita Supreme along.
And to my friends over at Derby's Bar over on Monroe, right across from the Olive Garden in front of Chuck E. Cheese. Going to be out there this Friday for the 107.7 The Wolf Friday Night Live. All requests. It's one of the only bars in town that actually plays your requests. You don't have to give me $20 to play your request. I'm going to play it no matter what. Although I will take your $20 if you feel so inclined, but it's not required to get your request played like other places. These DJs, they want $20-$40. They ain't playing your song. They look at you like you're crazy.
It is crazy. I used to charge people that much too.
Did you really?
Oh yeah. They pay it too, just to see it. You know, they'd be like,
Just
"You
to hear
play
a
this
stupid
song?"
song. I know. You put it on their phone right now. It's like
I just usually hit them with I can only play certain club types, but you got some money, I might be able to swing it. And they're like, "How much?" I said, 25. Some of them would tell me to F off, and then some of them would like fork it up, you know?
Right, crazy. Oh, that's Demetrius. There we go. No, that's Demetrius. There we go.
Just grab a handful of mud and sling it. It's Steve Sleaze on Andrews and Demetrius in the morning.
All right, time for Steve Sleaze. Demetrius in for Steve.
Yes, happy Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing. It's when you were gay. Now,
you remember in the times you were gay, D?
Oh, forcefully. Now, let's. All right. So, it wouldn't be entertainment news if Jelly Roll didn't make it in somehow, some way, some form, some fashion.
It's very true.
Well, we will all be shocked to find out that Jelly Roll has given Prince Harry a neck tattoo. That's right, a neck tattoo. It's in the new promo for the Invictus Games. Jelly Roll will headline the closing ceremonies of the Invictus Games in February. Prince Harry founded them in 2014. They're like the Olympics for veterans. They're announced, yes, without all the fireworks and loud explosions.
And it goes silent.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell is Jelly Roll doing?
I don't care. It was just for me.
That was just for you.
As most things are.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here we go. Post Malone is going on tour with Jelly Roll. Once again, keeping the Jelly Roll, I'm on a roll theme going. Now, Post Malone just announced his Big Butt Stadium tour featuring Jelly Roll with special guest Sierra Farrell. That's right. It's Posty's first ever stadium tour, and it follows the huge success of his country album, F1 Trillion. The tour will start next year on April 29th in Salt Lake City because we all know Mormons make the best audience. You bring one, they bring 20 of their wives. Now, they sell out that stadium tour immediately.
They don't do that anymore.
Sure they don't. That's right. That's why it's not a show on Lifetime. The end of July 1st in San Francisco, you can check out for Posty's tour announcements. The Big Butt Stadium tour will be hitting up most of the major cities in the U.S. and will even make a stop in Toronto. Ooh, Toronto. That makes it legit.
Did you see Jay Leno's face?
I was getting to it. But why can't Jay Leno stop injuring himself? Oh my God, it's like you're psychic. Is Janet here?
Dude,
did she tell you?
The whole side of his face is a giant bruise.
Well, I was going to say Jay Leno was struck by a meteor, but yes, he has a black eye and facial bruising after he fell down a hill and hit his head on a rock. Yes, that's right. Dwayne Johnson was sunning himself, and Jay Leno hit him.
An actual rock.
Oh, a rock. Okay, sorry.
Tripped and fell over.
Tripped and fell and hit him in his quad. Boom, broke his eye.
Sorry, Dwayne, didn't see you tanning.
I didn't mean you to hit all this steel.
Did you see this? Did you hear about this?
He says he was trying to take a shortcut from the hotel to a restaurant. He is okay, however.
Here you go.
Well, I was staying at a hotel. It was on a hill. I said, where's a good place to eat? Oh, the bottom of it. So I went out. The restaurant was there, but to get to it, I didn't have a car. So you had to walk about 1.5 miles around. I said, well, the hill doesn't look that steep. It's about 60, 70 feet. Let me see if I can go down the hill. And then I fell down the hill, hit my head on a rock, knocked me in the eye. Well, I did the show, and then when I came back to L.A., I went to the hospital. Well, it was only a couple hours before the show. It's not that big a deal. Well, the great thing about this age, you don't learn by your mistakes. You just keep doing the same stupid things.
Damn.
How old is he?
Jay?
Old enough to know better.
70? Is Jay 70?
Late 70s.
Late 70s? No, he's not almost 80.
Yeah.
Jay Leno is not almost 80.
Google it. I bet you he is.
No way.
I bet you he is.
We're about to find out.
We are.
Here we go.
Your stupid face.
He is 74.
Closer to 80.
Man, still though, 74 years
Right.
old, and he took a fall like that, and
Dude,
he's
you should see
okay.
his face is janked, man.
He needs a hurricane.
What else?
Okay.
Is that it? Or are we done?
No. I got one more story. Here's a news flash. Lamar Odom finally admits that it is a little sick that he ordered a sex doll in the image of his ex-wife, Khloe Kardashian.
I'm glad he did that for him.
Here's your shocking news of the day. Khloe Kardashian's ex-husband, Lamar Odom, conceded it is a little off that he purchased a sex doll resembling his ex-wife. It's sick, but I think we're all a little off, a little weird, says the former Los Angeles Laker player, admitting during Tuesday's episode of We're Out of Time podcast. Odom, who was married to the Kardashian star from 2009 to 2016, went on to tell host Richard Tate that the custom doll was in the process of being made. They're going to make it to look like her, he says. I like a harem. So I assume he's going to buy a bunch of them.
I don't know. That's weird. How much that doll costed him? It was like 20 grand or something like that.
Look, big ups to you that you can go on a coke binge and prostitute binge and still have enough money set aside to buy a sex doll.
Yeah, very responsible.
I mean, you are a very responsible addict, and I feel like nobody has acknowledged that part of you, Lamar. And for that, I say kudos.
Poor Lamar. All right, that is a version of Steve Sleaze.
All right, now I would like people to write in and tell me which version is more entertaining.
Right. So tomorrow, you'll have to let us know. Do you want Demetrius to do it again tomorrow? Or do you want to go
let us know, because if not, we'll go back to K2.
Yes.
And
I say D just keeps doing it.
I think he's
frankly,
doing a great job.
I disagree.
I think you're doing fantastic, buddy.
This is the equivalent of my ex-wife asking me to do laundry. I'm gonna mess it up until you take it from me.
He's doing it on purpose. All right. That is Steve Sleaze, brought to you by Coit Carpet Cleaning Service, the #1 carpet cleaner in all of Toledo. Call Coit today, 419-470-1333. Tell them you listen to the show, this radio station. Get 25% off. Get 25% off your carpet cleaning service. So someone said, let me see, no. Someone said no, and then someone said D for sure. So we have 1 and 1. So we'll see tomorrow what the voting is. What says?
On the final vote.
Okay, what do you say, Kel?
I vote for D.
All right, tomorrow it's a D doing sleaze one more time. Someone said I like D's sleaze. All right, that is it. We're out of here. Thank you guys. Have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.